freshman, fine catcher for the Baltimore Orioles. Been struggling of late, but, his team has been dominant against Tampa Bay. See if they can continue that dominance next on Baseball Night in America.
In the world of sports, primetime is all about putting on a show.
Showstoppers and go-getters.
And if that's what you're looking for, look no further, because it's going down right now.
It's all right here, right now.
Gunnar Henderson and the Orioles fly south to Tampa.
Gunnar Henderson crushes it out of here. How about you, Gunnar?
With all of Birdland behind them and sights set on another division crown. While in the Windy City, Chicago's two clubs clash in a South Side showdown.
That's how you win a Gold Glove.
It's all coming up right now on Baseball Night in America.
No one starts here right now.
Baseball Night in America, Cody Bellinger and the Cubs getting ready to roll. You see what he did last night against the White Sox, 3 for 4, including a 2-run home run. See if we can keep the misery going for the Southsiders today. Fox Baseball Night in America is sponsored by Geico. Hey, and welcome inside our LA studios. I'm Mike Hill, all by myself today. Got the studio all alone, getting you ready for baseball here tonight. You got the Orioles taking on Tampa Bay. Orioles trying to continue that dominance against Tampa Bay this season. The others will see the Battle of Chicago between the Cubs and the White Sox. Right now, you are going to see some highlights from earlier today, including the Yankees and Rangers. First of a doubleheader today. Caitlin Clark down on the field, and Caitlin got to see Gleyber Torres come through going the other way off the Nathan Uvalde. Dallas Garcia's throw is off the line. Juan Soto slides in safely. Yankees with that 1-0 lead. It's good for Carlos Rodon. He had it going on today. He had a little base loaded jam right here, but that's okay. He got out of it. Got Jonah Heim to pop up. Alex Verdugo makes the catch. Rodon, 5 2/3 shutout inning, 6 Ks. Yankees with a 1-0 lead and add to it here in the third. Austin Wells into the gap. Juan Soto and Aaron Judge, of course, you knew they were on base. They come home, they score. Yankees with a 3-0 lead now. Let's go to the fourth inning. How about Judge? You know, he's done this a lot this season. Bringing in runs, 105th RBI of the season, leading all of Major League Baseball, 3 for 4 in the first game. Yankees up 4-0. Next batter is Wells. And he's going to come through as well off of Burke. 2 more runs score, 2 for 5, 4 RBI for him. Yankees with the 6-0 lead. Let's go to the 8th inning now, and how about Jazz Chisholm? How good has he been since coming over? 6 home run in 11 games with the Yankees, and the Yankees dominate game 1, 8-0, as we take a look at all that Jazz making things happen. You see his comparisons between the Yankees and the Marlins this season. He 13 home runs in 101 games, got 6 home runs in just 11 games for those Yankees. Here's Aaron Boone talking about the Yankees win and their offensive approach.
Yeah, they really patient at bats. Even when we didn't totally break through there initially, I felt like the at-bat quality was there. I just felt like made it real tough on them. Obviously drove the pitch count up, and we're able to just kind of chip away and keep adding, and just a really good start to the day.
Think about the Yankees. Can they be consistent? Can they keep it going? Well, Garrett Cole had it going on today. He had to start in game 2 against the Rangers, and Carson Kelly looking right there. Josh Smith, strikeout, swinging right there. Josh Young goes down on the foul tip, strikes out the side, finished with a season-high 10 Ks for the reigning Cy Young winner. 6th inning, though, Rangers break it open. Corey Seager against Luke Weaver, who just did not have it, gave up 5 runs. Rangers score 5 runs in that inning. They go up 6-1 right now. They are up big in that one, 9-1 in the top of the 8th. Astros and Red Sox. Astros took game 1 last night. Yordan Alvarez just named the ballpark after him because he owns Fenway. Once again, this man is batting over .450 against the Red Sox at Fenway Park, crushing that Brad Keller pitch, 24th of the season, his 2nd of the day. 7th inning, Spencer Arrighetti had it going on too. He had struck out 12 his last time out. He got 13, a career high this time out. as the Astros win it 5-4. More on Alvarez. I told you he was doing well against Boston in Fenway. 14 games, 463 average. Look at those home runs and 19 RBI. Also doing that in the postseason as well. How about Padres and the Marlins? This is a good game right here, 5th inning. We're tied at 3. Gotta love a guy named Otto Lopez going the other way off of Jeremiah Estrada. 2 runs will score, and the Marlins, hey, Fighting Fish with the 5-3 lead. Let's go to 8th inning now. Jackson Merrill has been on a home run tear. His 4th home run in his last 4 games. 17th of the season, 2-run shot, and that one tied the game at 7. Later in the inning, Luis Arraez. Hopper up the middle, Lopez fires the first, but Arraez beats the throw. A score comes across, and the Padres take the lead 8-7 there, and they still have it. Tigers and the Giants now. Giants down 1-0. Brett Wisely down the line off of Brant Herter. Giants up 2-1 as both runners come in to score. It's 3-1 now here in the 6th. Lai Madras going the other way off of Logan Webb. Matt Chapman. Oh, how many times has he done that? So many teams. The A's for years. Now San Francisco Giants. Webb loves it. Giants win it 3-1. A's in the Blue Jays. 6th inning, no score. Brent Rooker off of Yariel Rodriguez. Deep and gone. 29th of the season. A's with the 1-0 lead there in the 6th. 9th inning now, plenty. Mason Miller, who comes on to close it down. All-star closer, doing his thing. George Springer looking at strike 3. How about Vlad? Nope, not happening there. Spencer Horwitz. He strikes out the side, and the A's hold on for the 1-0 win. The Orioles trade for Corbin Burns prior to the season has paid huge dividends, with Baltimore's ace certainly in Cy Young contention. Gunnar Henderson, well, he's followed up his rookie campaign very nicely, leading the team in OPS for a 2nd straight season. And how about top prospect Jackson Holliday? He's provided a recent boost, 4 home runs and 11 RBI in just 9 games since being recalled from the minors. But they've needed all of that because the Orioles are dealing with a lot of boo-boos. Look at these notable Orioles on the IL. They have 10 overall. Here are some of the notable ones, including Grayson Rodriguez, the pitcher right there, going down on the IL this week with a lat strain. Speaking of, Mike Elias coming through and giving us an update on the right-hand pitcher right here. Set down for 10 days. More imaging in 3 weeks, he says. Hopeful he'll be back in September, as of Jacob Webb. Some barking there. Elbow inflammation could be a short stint for him on the IL. All right, getting you ready for some baseball. Corbin Burns, well, he's basically their starter. He's pretty much their starter in that rotation, the only one that's really been very consistent all season, seeking his career-high 13th win of the year. And how about Dansby Swanson? Great day for him. His wife scored the only goal for the U.S. team in the gold medal win in the Olympics. See if Dansby can get it done against the White Sox today. Baseball Night in America next.
Baseball is a sport. Pero la verdad es que para nosotros, el béisbol es otra cosa.
El béisbol es un corrido, un dembow y un reggaetón prendido. Es un plácata bien fuácata. Eso es otra cosa.
It's the Plátano power and the Arepa power. It's a familiar name and juniors who dare to dream big.
El béisbol es otra cosa.
You may come from a plug family, and I come from a no-plug family, but one day our great families will come together in marriage.
There's an electrified vehicle for everyone to fall in love with. Get offers on select models at the Lexus Golden Opportunity sales event.
Dare to compare Bob's Signature versus my competitor's similar hybrid mattress. Both have multiple layers of memory foam, but mine is $1,200 less. Sure, they're not exactly the same, but is theirs worth so much more? Dare to compare! In store or at mybobs.com.
Wake Up's role is that of a trusted leader.
You start your day with a smile, but you also know exactly what's going on. Whatever you're into, I think we have someone for you here in the mornings, and we'll be able to connect with you.
We are close-knit, and we're a family ourselves.
Weather is always changing. That's why the Fox 6 weather experts are always ready
to bring you the most accurate forecasts.
Powered by technology you won't find anywhere else.
Keeping you safe anytime, any place.
Because you matter.
Welcome you to the windy city of Chicago, Illinois, where the Crosstown Classic wraps up tonight at Guaranteed Rate Field. The Chicago Cubs head to the south side to take on the Chicago White Sox. Cody Bellinger has found his hitting stroke of late to pace the Cubs, who are trying to surge back into contention. But Grady Sizemore, in his second game as interim manager, hopes to derail the Cubs' hopes. Alongside A.J. Przinsky, I'm Kevin Kugler, and despite these two teams having their struggles this year, this Crosstown Classic has been just that. It's been a classic.
Throw out the records when these two teams get together, Kevin, because it means so much for the fans of the city of Chicago. Crosstown Classic has lived up to the billing if you're a Cub fan so far. All three games very tight. Chicago White Sox first two games jump out to big leads, lose 7-6, and then last night the Cubs jump out to the big lead and hold on 7-6. So I sense a theme here. Maybe a 7-6 game tonight there, Kevin, for the Chicago Cubs.
We could just close the broadcast right now. No, we're told we have to stay on. And Andrew Benintendi's one of the reasons why. He's started to heat up. Ian Happ has started to heat up 2 straight games with a home run. And really, Ian Happ has been one of the stories for the Chicago Cubs because, AJ, over the last month or so, this offense has looked a lot like what it was at the start of the season.
Well, not only Happ, but Cody Bellinger has found his swing again. And the key might be Pete Crow Armstrong in the bottom of the order for them. What he's done, he's solidified himself as a major league offensive player. You see the home runs off Garrett Crochet, Cody Bellinger left on left, taking him deep. The offense last night was here. It was early, and it was often. The Cubs need offense. They need home runs. In this last month or so, they found their home run stroke.
Yeah, they were very good at the start of the season. That lull from May 2nd to July 3rd, and then all of a sudden Independence Day, and the Cubs declared their independence from bad offense. 19-12 record since then, almost 5 runs a game. Very similar to what they were in the first month of this season. We're getting ready for the Cubs and the White Sox. Final game of the Crosstown Classic is coming up next. It's Baseball Night in America from Chicago, and it's on Fox.
Hurry up, Agent. Only 20 seconds left.
But which wire should I cut? The red or the blue or the...
Well, it's usually always the blue one.
But there is also a green one and a yellow one.
Oh, there. Red Bull. Behind you. Drink it now.
Of course. Too late.
No Red Bull, no wings.
Yo, can I kick it? Yes, you can. Can I kick it? Yes, you can.
Can I kick it?
¿Qué?
Can I play?
Can I kick it? Can I kick it?
Can I try?
당연하지. Can I kick it? Yes, you can. Can I kick it? Yes, you can.
We love this house. It really has it all.
Yeah, but our neighbor, he's a little opinionated.
Next on Golf Day.
Steer-Rank 1!
I think I'll make me a big salad.
Steer-Rank 2!
At least Geico makes it easy to bundle our home and car insurance.
Strike 3!
What are you talking about? That's a cute shirt. You need glasses, pal.
That's it. You're out of here.
For bundling made easy, get more with Geico.
He's done this to me before.
This is the one who helps everyone stay safe. An unsung hero in a building full of everyday heroes is just how he likes it. The industrial-grade products you need. Call, click, or stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
I will argue with anyone that there is not a better summer city in the United States of America than Chicago, Illinois. And today was a picture-perfect example of that. Temperatures hovering in the upper 70s, crystal clear skies, and the series history. White Sox lead 74-71. Cubs lead this season 3-0. They're looking for their 3rd season sweep. Cubs swept in 98. Cubs swept in 2013. And they'll go for the sweep with this lineup tonight. Ian Happ will lead things off. Michael Busch is having a tremendous rookie season as the Cubs first baseman. Seiya Suzuki, Cody Bellinger, Isaac Paredes, Nico Horner, Dansby Swanson, Pete Crow Armstrong, and Miguel Amaya 1 through 9 in the Chicago Cubs batting order. And going to work against this Cubs lineup is right-hander Chris Flexen. You see the numbers, 23rd start of the year. And AJ, it has been a long time since Chris Flexen and the White Sox tasted a win in his starts. May 8th, the last one.
He's really struggled on the year. You see the numbers, the 2-11. The 2 wins are both against Tampa Bay Rays. The rest, every other time he's pitched, the White Sox have lost. And his arsenal, four-seam fastball, cutter, changeup, curveball, and a little slider. He will mix in a sinker very rarely. The thing for Chris Flexen is he has to hit the edges. He gives up too many line drives. He gives up a ton of line drives. He doesn't get a lot of whiffs, which is a problem. And his walks have been up his last few starts. So can he pitch to the edges, get the Cubs to chase a little bit, and get them out of the strike zone? Because that's what Chris Flexen has to do to be effective.
That Arsenal and StatCast 3D powered by Google Cloud. And can he find a little bit of rhythm early on? Walks have been a problem of late. Last 16 and a third innings for Flexen. He's walked 10. Will he still struggle with control against this Cub lineup? And here's Ian Happ to start things off. Leads the Cubs in home runs, RBI, runs scored. Hitting just 193 this year on the road. What? One ball, no strikes as we get this one underway in Chicago. Grady Sizemore, interim manager on Thursday, well known for being A.J. Pierzynski's teammate for about 5 minutes.
A little longer than that, maybe 10 minutes.
What, about 2 months when you guys were at the Red Sox at the same time?
The Red Sox in 2014, Grady and I got to play together. Great guy. Great guy, knows the game. Very quiet, but he knows baseball and knows how to communicate with the players.
The 2-0 and Happ fouls it back 2-1. We showed you those offensive numbers for the Cubs over the last month or so. And really, for this Cubs team, a good portion of the year, there was a familiar script. If you were a Cubs fan, you got good starting pitching, you missed some opportunities on offense, and then you held your breath in the late innings if you had a lead with the bullpen. But of late, that bullpen has been so much better, and the lineup has been more productive 1 through 9. And Craig Counsell gives a lot of credit to guys like you mentioned, Pete Crow Armstrong at the bottom of that lineup, really solidifying this Cubs offense.
Well, the last month, Pete Crow Armstrong has grown up.
As the walk is issued, Ian Happ. We talked about the walks for Chris Flexen, and he walks the leadoff man to start this first inning. Defense behind him, Benintendi, Robert Julks out on the outfield, Vargas, Baldwin, Sosa, Vaughn, and Lee around the infield and behind the plate. And here's Michael Busch.
What we were talking about, Kevin, before the walk was Pete Crow Armstrong's grown up, become a major league hitter, they believe. Dansby Swanson has been better. And when Miguel Amaya is catching tonight, but Christian Bethancourt has come over and done a nice job behind the plate for him also. So it's just lengthened their lineup, and it never hurts when they started hitting home runs. When Cody Bellinger, Ian Happ, Michael Busch, Seiya Suzuki have started hitting the ball out of the park, that definitely helps your lineup.
Busch down a strike. Came over from the Dodgers, a trade that's looking very good right now for the Chicago Cubs. The 26-year-old got caught in a numbers game in LA, and you see the rookie ranks for Michael Busch this year. That's just from the offensive standpoint. Defensively, he ranks #1 among all Major League Baseball first basemen with 10 defensive runs saved.
Well, if you're a pitcher on this Cubs staff, you can't say the defense is bad.
No,
because you've got gold all over the place in the infield, and then you have Pete Crow Armstrong, who's one of the best defensive outfielders in baseball.
And a strike. Busch taking on the 2-1. 6 of 9 out of the strike zone early for Flexen.
Got twos, yep.
With Happ at first, drawing the leadoff walk. The 2-2 wide of the zone, and it's 3-2 now on Michael Busch.
Time is out.
Cubs got out to the 7-0 lead after 3 last night. And had to hang on as the White Sox put up a season high 14 hits, scored 6 runs. Swing and a foul at the plate. Bush stays alive, and that got a piece of Corey Lee.
Little cutter from Flexen.
You good? You need a second. Good.
Yep. Ooh, off the chest. I don't care how much padding you have back there, Kevin, it still hurts.
I gotta imagine.
It still hurts. Especially one in the chest. You're not expecting a body blow.
Bush in the air, shallow center. Baldwin going out. Robert will come in from center. He'll make the catch, and there's one gone. So half back to first as Seiya Suzuki comes to the plate. The numbers for Seiya: 270 on the year, 16 home runs, 54 runs driven in. 3 for 18 in his last 5 games. He's got Happ at first, now 1 out.
But he's been hot. Take away the 3 for 18. Before that, for about the month before that, he's been really hot. He's one of the best hitters, hard hits. Percentage wise, he's almost 50% hard hit, which in today's game is a huge number.
And we saw that in the second half last year for Seiya Suzuki when the Cubs made their run, ended up just a game out of the postseason last year. For a good chunk of that second half, Suzuki was one of the main cogs carrying that Cubs offense. Fouls that one away. Off to the right, 1-2 now on Suzuki. Cubs entered play today 4 games back in the wild card, but they've got to navigate around the Mets, the Braves, Cardinals, the Giants. Suzuki in the air, shallow right, long run for Jolks. It'll be Sosa, the second baseman, who will go out and make the catch. And after the leadoff walk, both Bush and Suzuki are retired by Flexen, and that'll leave it up to Cody Bellinger if the Cubs are to do anything here in the first. Bellinger last night got a hold of one against Garrett Crochet. First left-hander to homer off Crochet this year. Since he came back from the finger injury, he's hit 3 home runs, 8 runs driven in, the batting average at .361, reminiscent of what we saw last year when Cody Bellinger went to a .307 average and hit 26 out of the ballpark for the Cubs in his first year in Chicago.
Well, that's what they need. That's why they brought him back. They thought he could be that impact bat from the left side in the middle of their order, along with playing great defense out in the outfield. But so far with the injuries and just the production has not been what they expected from Cody Bellinger.
Yeah. 2-0 now to Bellinger.
Too many high pitches from Flexen. He leadoff walk. Yes, he got 2 pop-ups, but there's been a lot of pitches missed up in the zone. For a guy that's doesn't throw hard, that is a tough place to live against big league hitters.
Misses wide with that fastball. 3-0 now to Bellinger. Paredes would be next if Bellinger keeps it alive. Third 3-ball count of the first inning already. And the second walk of the inning issued by Flexen. That's 12 walks in the last now 17 innings pitched for Flexen.
See the frustration right there on the pitching coach Ethan Katz's face. You just can't walk guys at this level. Again, he doesn't throw hard enough. He doesn't get enough strikeouts, Chris Flexen, to be able to pitch around self-induced damage, which is walks. There's no defense for walks, Kevin.
Paredes looks at ball 1. That slider missing low and away. See the numbers split between Tampa Bay and Chicago for Paredes, who came over in the deal that sent Christopher Morel to the Rays.
Well, as much as we talked about all the other things for the Cubs, Isaac Paredes coming over was a big get. He's controllable. He plays a solid third base. He's got great feet, great hands, talking to Craig Counsell. Now, his range isn't huge, but he catches it. And then one thing he can do, he can hit home runs. And he pulls his home runs. Now, they're all going to be pulled. But in a place like Wrigley Field, if you can get the ball in the air, especially to the pull side, either left-handed or right-handed like Paredes is, you can hit a lot of home runs.
Well, the big question with Morel was always, where do you play him in the field? Rays are going to play him at second base for the most part now when he's not DHing. Big cut and a miss. Couldn't catch up to the fastball. And it's 2-2.
Just late. I love this. Watch him. I love as a hitter, you swing and miss, and then oh, my hand slipped off the bat, right? Did you see him? Trying to set him up. Hey, throw me another 91. Bell tie down the middle, please.
Here's the 2-2. Lifted in the air to left. Robert into left center to make the catch. And Flexen works around a pair of walks. The Cubs do not score in the top of the first. The White Sox coming up next on the South Side on Fox.
Chicago.
You know this ball is scorched. Google Cloud AI knows that 102 mile/hour exit velocity with a 38-degree launch angle means a 40% chance that ball's out of here. Plus, it's 95 degrees out, so the ball is going to carry an extra 6.6 feet today. Talk about a hot hit.
This guy's on fire.
Catch the game like never before with Google Cloud AI.
We just want to have enough money for retirement.
And travel to visit our grandchildren.
I understand. That's why at Fisher Investments, we start by getting to know each other so I can learn about your family, lifestyle, goals and needs, allowing us to tailor your portfolio.
What about commission-based products?
We don't sell those. We're a fiduciary obligated to act in your best interests.
So how do your management fees work?
We have a transparent fee structured so we do better when you do better. At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different.
This tiny home trend, not for me. Now this is more like it. The same goes for my footwear. So I went hands-free with wide fit Skechers slip-ins. Just step in and go without bending down or touching my shoes. Wide fit hands-free Skechers slip-ins.
When Mario needs to be at his best, he needs protection that goes beyond. Dove Men with 72-hour protection and 1/4 moisturizer. So he can forget his underarms and focus on being unforgettable. Dove Men. Forgettable underarms, unforgettable you.
You can only get Wendy's new saucy nugs at Wendy's. So if anyone ever tries to tell you they have saucy nugs at home, you might want to see what else they're hiding, because that person lies. For a whole new way to nug, gotta be Wendy's.
Lenyn Sosa will lead things off for the White Sox. Luis Robert Jr., Andrew Benintendi, Andrew Vaughn, Gavin Sheets at DH, Miguel Vargas, Corey Lee, Corey Julks, and Brooks Baldwin rounding out the 9 for the Chicago White Sox. Tough task tonight for the White Sox as they go to work against one of the best left-handers in the game, Justin Steele.
Justin Steele is really fastball slider, Kevin. He throws mainly 2 pitches. Yes, he mixes in some other ones, but he is going to challenge these White Sox right-handed hitters in. He's going to throw his slider off of that, and the lefties, good luck, because he's really dominated lefties. Interesting lineup by Grady Sizemore, throwing Andrew Benintendi in the 3-hole, Gavin Sheets hitting 5th, trying to have a consistent lineup, but against Justin Steele, he is one tough cookie out there.
Well, lefties are only hitting a .157 against Justin Steele, so best of luck to the left-handers in the lineup tonight. But how about the right-hander? Lenyn Sosa sprays that one fair for a base hit to right. He was 5 for his last 39 before that base hit. And the White Sox have the leadoff man aboard here in the first.
Well, this is much like the first pitch that he fouled off down the first baseline. A ball that doesn't get all the way in. You can see Lenyn Sosa's approach is to go the other way. And he beats the first baseman over there, Michael Busch, for a leadoff knock for the Sox.
Robert, a big cut and a miss to start off his at-bat. White Sox fans would love to see this talented outfielder get things going at the plate. You see the season numbers since the All-Star break. That average is 132.
The White Sox game plan so far is they are going to be super aggressive against Justin Steele. And why? He's 68.1% first pitch strike, 6th highest in the National League. He doesn't walk a lot of guys. He comes right at you. And generally, like I said, it's 2 pitches. It's a fastball and it's a slider. And there's a slider.
And a swing and a miss by Robert. The strikeout numbers are climbing quickly for Robert. His 37th strikeout since the All-Star break. Let's take a look at Fox Foresight, powered by Google Cloud, and it's focusing on Justin Steele. A 62% chance to record 5 or more strikeouts tonight. He averages 6 per game on the road, and he averages almost 6 per start in the month of July. Thanks to Google Cloud for powering these real-time insights on the Cubs left-hander Justin Steele.
He's already got 1. He is well on his way.
At this pace, by my math, he'll have 5 by the 5th inning. Off the end of the bat, Benintendi fouls that away. It's 0-2. Andrew Benintendi's found the power stroke of late, AJ.
He has. Ever since they went out on their road trip, Benintendi 4 homers in 3 games, 5 homers in 5 games if you play that out. And he's had some big home runs. A lot of 2-run, a lot of multiple run damage.
Swing and a miss, though. He struggles against left-handers, and we told you that Justin Steele is about as good as anybody in the game against lefties. And the second strikeout of the night.
Well, the first pitch was the pitch that set everything up. He threw a dotted fastball down and away to Benintendi. Then he threw the slider for a strike, and then he got him to chase. So it's all about, you hear sequencing. Well, it was the sequence that got that strikeout.
First pitch taken for a strike. That's slider to Andrew Vaughn. 235 on the year, 14 home runs, 52 runs driven in. Sosa the runner at first. He singled to start off the bottom half of the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts of Robert and Benintendi, and now Vaughn even in the count 1-1.
Yeah. I cannot watch Justin Steele and think of John Lester influence. The way he attacks in to right-handed hitters and then throws that slider cutter off of it to get swing and miss at their back foot. It has to be some John Lester influence. Because John Lester was one of the best. He'd throw it into the righties, in, get him looking in, and then he'd throw the slider right off of it and get punch outs or weak contact.
The one difference is Justin Steele was willing to throw to first there. Upstairs. Although I do remember a few years back
2-1
when the late great Tim McCarver was on the call of a game when Lester was pitching, and he said there's no way he was going to throw over to first, and a rare throw over and got a pickoff. So it did happen.
It did happen
on occasion. Three balls and a strike now to Andrew Vaughn.
If you're Andrew Vaughn, if I'm Andrew Vaughn right here, all my chips are in for a heater in. I'm trying to make it 2-0 real quick. I'm cheating in, looking for a pitch in. All right. And there it was.
Got the fastball.
That was it. That was actually out over the plate. Yeah. So that was the one you really want to attack. Now, if I'm Justin Steele, I'm throwing him a slider. You have Gavin Sheets on deck. He doesn't hit lefties very well. We've already mentioned how dominant Steele is against lefties.
3-2's fouled away. Went with a fastball again.
That was close.
Again, this could be all part of the sequencing that you were talking about from a pitcher standpoint.
But those were misses. The last 2 pitches from Justin Steele, he's trying to go in. Those are misses. Out over the plate.
Sosa goes on the 3-2 and again fouled away.
Now, if I'm catching Kevin, I'm watching these swings. I don't want to throw him a slider. He's so late on these fastballs. He's trying to go the other way. You can tell, like I said with Sosa, the righties so far, the 3 righties, Robert obviously is a little bit different, but Vaughn and Sosa, they're trying to go to right field. They're looking for the ball, trying to hit the ball to right field.
Another 3-2, and that one nicked foul. With a slider that time after 3 straight fastballs. Ninth pitch of the at-bat coming here. Good battle with Andrew Vaughn. On the ground, foul. Another 3-2 pitch coming between Steele and Vaughn.
And another fastball in. He's trying I think every pitch that Justin Steele has thrown has been on his arm side so far. Whether it's left-handed or right-handed hitter, he is trying to establish that I am coming in on the righties and I'm going to try and dot it down and away to these left-handed hitters.
Vaughn's fouled off 4 straight 3-2 pitches, another 3-2, and that's in the dirt. And that's ball 4. That slider misses low. Vaughn walks. Sosa to second. 2 on, 2 out for Gavin Sheets. Defensively, AJ mentioned it earlier, this Cubs team, especially up the middle, is very good defensively. Pete Crow Armstrong can get it with anybody in center field. And then up the middle with Dansby Swanson and Nico Horner. 70 straight games without an error by the second baseman or the shortstop. It's the longest streak since 1920 for any team in Major League Baseball.
Let him hit it on the ground. Let the boys make some plays.
And because I have mentioned that stat, it does not constitute an announcer jinx if something happens at some point in this game.
Cubs fans will say otherwise.
But Nico Horner and Dansby Swanson, as solid as you can get up the middle. Low. Just missed. A little bit low with that fastball. Evened up 1-1 to Gavin Sheets. White Sox trying to break through. A throw back to second, hoping that Sosa was straying a bit too far off the bag, but back in before the tag of Dansby Swanson.
I love when there's a close play. Everyone goes right to the phone. And it's like, hurry up, hurry up. You got 20 seconds. Hurry up, hurry up.
Swing and a miss. Problem is we don't have a universal hand sign for keep playing. Some of them do the rotation like you're swirling back and forth. That was sort of a chop by Craig Counsell, like you're saying an incomplete pass in football. Just saying, you know, universal signs would be good.
So you could tell if they're going to challenge or not.
Anything that helps us, AJ. One ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. 3 strikeouts in the inning. A walk and a single left stranded on base. We played 1 scoreless.
What's wrong? My travel rewards card didn't earn enough miles for my vacation.
Are you crying?
No.
Are you crying because of that other card?
No.
There's no crying in baseball. Or with the Capital One Venture Card, because it lets you earn unlimited double miles on every purchase every day. And you can use those miles on any travel purchase. And you know why? There's no crying with the Venture Card. What's in your wallet? Let's play ball!
Yo, those are nice. Hold on 1 second.
Candace, what's up? I think my daughter's going pro at basketball.
She's 3.
Yeah, she's 3. What's your point?
I'll take those.
Wait, you're at Dick's? Could you pick up an agility ladder for my daughter?
1 second.
Candace.
You're done. What are you doing?
Oh, you're at Dick's? Grab me that new Z&D hoodie.
Candace.
Trend.
Can you get me a red tracksuit?
Okay. What else?
Pads. Maybe the arm sleeve.
Ace, you gotta see her. You got 2 days going right now.
Thank you.
So what you think's the next step?
Yeah.
You
Hey,
want to
Patrick,
crossover
let me
first
call you
or
back.
crossover? She hung up.
Oh my goodness, this dude. I cannot.
What causes a curve down there? Is it Peyronie's disease?
Will it get worse? How common is it? Who can I talk to? Can this be treated? Stop typing, start talking to a specialized urologist because it could be Peyronie's disease, or PD. It's a medical condition where there is a curve in the erection caused by a formation of scar tissue, and an estimated 1 in 10 men may have it. But PD can be treated even without surgery. Say goodbye to searching online. Find a specialized urologist who can diagnose PD and build a treatment plan with you. Visit makeapdplan.com today.
What if the promise of better work wasn't just something we dreamed about, but something we found?
This might be the one.
Or better yet,
No way.
something that found us.
I got the interview.
Mother's CMX ceramic spray coating. Goes on lightning fast, wet or dry, for super hydrophobic, ultra durable protection. Mother's CMX ceramic spray coating. Give it that mother's love.
Tonight's telecast is sponsored by Capital One. What's in your wallet? What a day for the Swanson family. Mallory Swanson wins gold for Team USA. The Trident celebrating their gold medals. She scores the game-winning goal, her 4th goal of the games. And the spouse of our on-deck hitter Dansby Swanson. Mallory Swanson, a terrific striker here in Chicago when she's not representing the United States in the Olympics. Wins it for Team USA today, and her husband Dansby could not have been more proud, wearing a Mallory Swanson jersey in the clubhouse before the game. He was fired up.
Oh, he was. I got to talk to him a little bit, and I was kind of like, why didn't you go? She might not get another shot at a gold medal. And he said, well, I would have had to miss the game. I said, Dansby, you got enough money, bro. You can get a private jet that'll get you back in time.
He might be landing right about now.
Yeah. I said, so you missed the first 2 innings. Might not be up till the 3rd anyway, so what's the big deal?
Right. Two balls, 2 strikes.
No, he was beaming, as he should be. Listen, your wife goes out and does something special like that, wins a gold medal, Team USA, scores the winning goal. He was rocking the Swanson jersey.
Nico Horner fouls it away, still 2-2. Oh, what a road back for her, battling through injuries. Team USA hadn't won gold since the 2012 games. That team just battled and battled throughout. Mallory Swanson with the game winner today. And Nico with a base hit to right. And Horner's aboard to start things off in the 2nd for the Cubs with their first hit of the evening.
Little curveball here. This is just a great swing by Nico Horner. That's not a strike. That's not going to be a strike. That ball is down out of the strike zone with 2 strikes, so he just stays on it, shoots it to right, accepts the single. Just better hitting than pitching.
Here's the aforementioned Dansby Swanson. Looks at a first pitch strike.
Very edge up.
Maybe Swanson stuck around because he knew Chris Flexen was starting tonight. He's 8 for 13 in his career against Flexen. You see the numbers since August 4th. One of the reasons why this Cubs offense has looked like it did in the first month of the season.
If the Cubs are going to be real contenders and get into a wild card position, they need Dansby Swanson to hit. We always know he's going to play great defense. We know he's going to be a gold glover, but he's got to hit and hopefully hit for power.
Horner a threat to run at first. The 1-1. Swanson looks at that upstairs with the cutter. 2-1 now on Dansby Swanson. One hit away for hit number 1,000 in his career. And low, 3-1 now on Swanson.
If you're a Cubs fan, you have to love their approach so far. You can just see the Cubs are not afraid of what Flexen's throwing. They're not chasing. They're getting in good counts and keep getting into deep counts. They have a good game plan, which is make him throw it in the middle and then whack it.
And Swanson drives this one to left. Well hit. Benintendi at the track will make the catch. And there's out number 1. On a line to left, but a long first out off the bat of Swanson. As Pete Crow Armstrong comes up, we check out our player profile sponsored by Fisher Investments. And the last 13 games, yes, it's a small sample size, but Pete Crow Armstrong looks like he has started to figure out the offensive side of things after a season-long struggle at the plate.
Yes, and the Cubs have been rewarded with that last offensive outburst by continuing to play him. They've continued to play him. They've stuck with him because, mainly because his defense is so good out in center field. But now they're being rewarded with some offensive production. And the thing about Pete Crow Armstrong is if he gets on first, it's a stolen base like right away.
23 for 23 this year. And if you add in his 10 for 10 in Iowa, in the calendar 2024 season of baseball, he's 33 for 33 between AAA and the big leagues. So remember, he began this year in Iowa, hit just 138 in spring training. In the air to left, shallow, an easy one for Benintendi, and there's 2 gone. All 5 outs recorded by Flexen in the air tonight. And the number 9 hitter Miguel Amaya will come up with 1 on and 2 out here in the second. Takes the first pitch strike. That cutter over for strike 1. Cubs, with their patient approach, have Flexen at 40 pitches here in the second inning.
And the White Sox had to use a lot of their long inning relievers yesterday because Garrett Crochet didn't last long. So they used Touki Toussaint, they used Cool. Be interesting to see if Flexen can't go deep into this game, who Grady Sizemore runs out there to give him some length.
It's been an Achilles heel of many for this White Sox team. Bullpen ERA over 6 since the All-Star break. And Amaya on a line to center, but over to make the sliding grab is Luis Robert Jr. And that'll retire the side. After the leadoff single by Nico Horner, 3 straight fly ball outs. This one on the slide from Robert to close.
Why always the couch? Does he need to go to puppy school? Get his little puppy diploma. How much have I been spending on this little guy?
When your questions about life turn into questions about money, there's Erica, the virtual financial assistant to help you spend, save, and plan smarter. Only from Bank of America. What would you like the power to do?
So, how long have you lived here?
Over 40 years.
And how are the restaurants around here? Are they good, bad, meh? What's the average household income? Is there a mall? I don't know, a hair salon? Where do you get your hair done?
You gonna move or what?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's a lovely neighborhood.
Marcy, we've gotta go.
I'm coming.
Got 17,000 more parks to visit.
You want to give me a hand?
We bring you the best neighborhood info.
Ding dong.
Homes.com.
Discover the Genesis Signature Event. For a limited time, receive a $1,000 bonus on a new Genesis. Exclusively at your local Genesis retailers.
Subway's offering 20% off any sub, any size. Woo! 20% off subs is fun to say. 20% off subs are fun to eat. You'll love 20% off subs. The point is, any sub, any size. 20% off at Subway.
Suit up for the summer at MLBshop.com. Check out the largest selection of official jerseys, caps, t-shirts, collectibles, and more. Gear up with your favorite team at MLBshop.com. AJ Przinsky, our entire Fox crew, Kevin Kugler from Guaranteed Rate Field in Chicago on the south side, where Miguel Vargas makes his way to the plate. Takes the slider for a strike. Quickly 0-2. Vargas, Lee, and Jolks for the White Sox in the second against lefty Justin Steele, who struck out 3 in the first.
Well, Miguel Vargas is the guy the White Sox are counting on. They made the trade, Eric Fetty, Michael Kopech, Tommy Pham, and they got Miguel Vargas back and 2 younger prospects, but they are counting on this kid to be an impact bat for them for a long time coming.
That's been a rough start for him, hitting just 127 in the months of July and August.
But he's going to get, this will be the first time he gets consistent playing time. I think they came out today and said he's going to be their third baseman for the rest of the way. So he knows he's going to get at bats, be in the lineup every day.
Bouncing ball to the right side. Horner with a bobble, and that'll be an error likely for Nico Horner, which will break the streak of 70 straight games without an error by either the second baseman or the shortstop for the Cubs.
Well, the announcer's jinx lives on right now. Error 4. It lives on, Kevin Kugler.
It's not a jinx if it happens innings later.
Oh, it's just 1 inning later.
Innings. Well, let's go. There was another half inning that's plurals. All 4 leadoff men have reached in these 2 innings for both teams. Quickly 0-2 to Corey Lee. th pitch so far for Justin Steele. It's fouled away, 0-2, and that pitch number up a little higher than it would have looked after that at-bat from Andrew Vaughn in the first inning, where he fouled off pitch after pitch on 3-2 before working the walk.
It was a great at-bat by Andrew Vaughn. Lots of foul balls, running Justin Steele's pitch count up. You mentioned Flexen's pitch count of 41. Justin Steele's 1 inning in, and he's already at 31. And you can see frustration starting to build on him. On Justin Steele, he's thinking, gosh, I'm making good pitches. Stop fouling them off. Put him in play or swing and miss at him, please.
The 0-2 misses low. As mentioned, the first error by a second baseman or shortstop in 71 games for the Cubs.
Cubs fans blame Kevin Kugler.
Lined to left for a base hit. If you're sending angry tweets, I go by the name AJ Przinsky on Twitter. That's where you want to send all that.
Hey, they've already got enough things on me.
They know where to find you.
They already know where to find me. We don't need any of that. But that's just a bad slider by Justin Steele right there. He's trying to get that to the back foot. You can hear a little frustration out of his voice. He wanted to get that down in the dirt, get a swing and miss or a ground ball from Corey Lee. Instead, he leaves it out over the plate. He hits it into left field for a knock.
Great opportunity here for the White Sox. Production at the lower end of the order. 2 on and nobody out for Corey Jolks, who looks at ball 1. Jolks hitting .231 on the year, 3 home runs, 8 runs driven in.
Fumble.
In his younger days, coached by a former Cub in the state of Texas, Chuck McElroy, longtime Major League reliever, spent some time with the Chicago Cubs. That was an early coach in Corey Julks' road to the big leagues.
Good.
Julks has been good against left-handers this year. .304 average against lefties. That's the best on this White Sox squad. On the ground, slow roller. Paredes to second for one, to first, and a safe at first. Just beat it out. A bang-bang play at first, but Julks able to get it by half a step. One down with runners at the corners for the White Sox.
Well, next play by Paredes. Horner does everything in his power to try to turn this, but it was just hit too slow off the bat. As soon as Paredes has to charge it, Horner tries to rush it, makes a strong throw, but Julks beats it out.
Down. 1 ball, no strikes on Brooks Baldwin, the number 9 hitter, and a chance to give the White Sox the lead here in the second inning. 1 out with runners at the corners. An error, a single, and a fielder's choice. And the White Sox have Steele in some trouble here in the second. In the air to left center field, long run, and Ian Happ unable to make the play. It's a base hit. Baldwin delivers, Vargas scores, and the White Sox have the early lead.
Really good effort here by Ian Happ. He goes a long ways. This ball gets in on Baldwin. It was tough to see that he didn't catch it until he rolled over. Just off the edge of his glove.
So back to the top of the order, and Lenyn Sosa. White Sox have now led in 3 of the 4 games in this Crosstown Classic this year against the Cubs. Every game ends so far in this series with a 7-6 Cub win. Steele now at 40 pitches. We're in the second inning. There you go, no swing. And Sosa out in front, 2-1.
When I talked to Craig Counsell before the game, the big thing he said about Justin Steele is watch his control. If he's throwing strikes and he's in control in the first inning, he's going to have a good night. The first inning, remember, he walked Andrew Vaughn after a long battle, and his control has not been perfect.
Good slider there on the back heel of Sosa, and it's 2-2. But you pointed it out, he's not been able to put that pitch there consistently when he's needed to tonight.
Yeah, there's a difference between control and command. And yes, he's throwing strikes, but he's not throwing them where he wants to throw the ball, and that is a huge difference, especially for a guy like Justin Steele that really only throws 2 pitches.
Swing and a miss. He got Sosa. That slider for the 4th strikeout of the night for Steele, and there's now 2 down here in the White Sox second.
Good slider here by Justin Steele. That's the one he's been trying to get to, and he just says finally. Whew.
And Robert, first pitch swinging and a liner to center, but Pete Crow Armstrong covers a ton of ground out there. Makes the catch, and the side is retired, but the White Sox break through on the RBI single from Brooks Baldwin to grab the early lead.
It's baseball night in America on Fox.
I got it.
I got it.
The airport is in 4 miles.
Interesting choice.
You're going on 5th? Wrong way.
You got it. But she's delayed.
Discover performance in rare form. Get offers on select F-Sport models at the Lexus Golden Opportunity Sales Event.
Real cases, real results. If you've been seriously injured, call Gruber Law Offices today. One call, that's all.
You're all looking for something new.
New?
At US Cellular, new and current customers can get the new Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 6 or Z Fold 6 on us.
I usually just try out a new look, but that sounds lit.
I heard their cameras have new Galaxy AI features.
Have what?
Galaxy AI.
Gonna get one now.
I'm fine.
New and current customers get the new Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 6 or Z Fold 6 on us. US Cellular, built for us.
Arby's is full of choices. Quick, you can get your favorite stuff 3 for $5.
Pretty good.
Incredible value for a limited time. Reach in and eat whatever you grab. Arby's, we have the meats.
Dare to compare. Bob's Playdate versus my competitor's similar set. Both have a pop-up sleeper and storage, but mine's only $7.99. Theirs is over $2,000. See how much you can save when you dare to compare. In store or at mybobs.com.
Fox 6 News at 10:30 every weeknight because you matter.
Top of the third inning, 1-0 White Sox. Kevin Kugler alongside A.J. Pierzynski. Ian Happ to the plate. Second time through the order for the Cubs against White Sox right-hander Chris Flexen. And a first pitch strike to Happ as we welcome in the dugout last night's winning pitcher for the Cubs. Jamison Tyone is with us. And Jamison, there is not much better than summer in the city of Chicago, except for the weekend that is the Air and Water Show, which might make this city even better in the summer. And when you're not starting, you get a chance to watch a little bit of the activities where you're getting ready for the day.
Yeah, I woke up today, made some coffee, and walked down to Oak Street Beach and was watching the air show a little bit. Pretty cool. Also made me a little nervous. Big crowds, planes flying real close, but summertime shy is definitely a vibe. And this weekend for sure, it's busy. You can feel it.
What planes were you watching?
I was watching one that was just spinning all over the place, and then the Blue Angels were coming on soon, and then I was like, I feel like I got to get to the field and do my workout and get my treatment and stuff. So I didn't stay and watch. I was very tempted though.
You started last night. You got the win, and afterwards you said these games are always a little bit wacky. I believe was the quote that you used with the media after the game. And that's kind of been the story of this Crosstown Classic this year. Who's ever heard of 3 straight 7-6 ball games?
I've never heard of it. I do feel like just rivalry games in general, and games where there's just some intensity from the crowd and both teams show up ready to go. It feels a little different. I've been lucky enough to play in some like Yankees Red Sox and Cubs Cardinals, and now this, and it does just feel a little different.
Happ to right. Jolks is there, and there's one gone. Another fly ball out off the arm of Chris Flexen.
Jamison, what you have to understand is when both teams were good, this was the greatest thing going. I know everyone wanted to talk Red Sox, Yankees, or Dodgers, Giants, but I'm telling you, for the years I was here, when both teams were really good and were really trying, we used to play 6 games. Those 6 games meant more to the fans than pretty much anything else you did the entire season.
I've watched some of the reruns on Marquee while I'll be like on the treadmill. They'll have them on and stuff, and they're pretty fun to watch.
Yeah, but see, those are the wrong ones to watch. See, you need to watch the other team's reruns.
Gotcha. Well, you broke my heart as a kid. I was an Astros fan, so in 2005 I watched some White Sox ball.
I'm sorry. Well, actually, I'm not really sorry.
He breaks my heart during these broadcasts as a grown-up, so really not much has changed, Jamison. Jamison Tyone with us in the dugout as Michael Busch steps in. Tell us about this team, Jamison, because obviously we saw the hot start for the Cubs, then May and June the little dip, but it feels like over the last month you guys have found your rhythm again.
Yeah, we're definitely playing a lot better lately. We've gotten a little healthier, got some guys back. The lineup feels a little deeper right now. The defense has been playing great. As a guy who pitches to contact a little more, I need that. And they've been awesome, flying all over the field for me all year. So, yeah, it just felt like when we were losing, it was like a little bit,
ooh. Bush with a rope, an ooh, into the corner, and it'll bounce over the wall. It's a double for Michael Bush, one of the real young stars of this Cub team. Michael Bush with a ringing double to right with one out here in the third.
Yeah, it just feels like our team's a little deeper, and it felt like for a little bit like we'd hit and then we wouldn't pitch, or we'd pitch and we wouldn't hit. And to win a game at this level, you kind of have to be firing on all cylinders, and it feels like that's happened a little more lately.
Jamison, now that it's in the rearview mirror, was it distracting, all of the talk around the trade deadline? Because of course your name came up all over the place and with regularity. How do you block out that distraction and go out and do your job, or do you?
Don't be on Twitter or X or whatever it's called. So I don't have that app on my phone, so that helps. Yeah, I mean, I'd be lying if I said I didn't see it. I was walking on the treadmill before my start in Cincinnati, and I see, them doing a segment on me right in front of my face, and I'm looking around is anyone going to turn this off? I have a game in an hour. But I've been traded before, and I've been around long enough to just kind of understand that there's a separate thing away from the game on the field, and that's the business, and that's how it works.
Well, I can tell you that Cubs X was waiting that whole day to see if you were going to get pulled from your start. Well, it's 45 minutes to go, and Jamison's still out there on the line. Well, it looks like he's starting to warm up. It looks like he's sticking around. So now that it's happened, and this team's starting to find its rhythm, does this team have enough runway left to make a run to get to the postseason?
Absolutely. I mean, I think, we've been asked about it a lot, what's going wrong, or, what do you think about this team in there? And it's all year I feel like we've all said we have a great group of guys, and we do have a talented roster. There's no doubt. We have big names. We have guys who have accomplished a lot in this league. There's no panic and a lot of talent in the room. So I definitely think we have it in this.
Seiya Suzuki with the pop out to Corey Jolkson, right? 2 gone, and Cody Bellinger coming to the plate. The last 10 games or so since Cody's been back, he's looked like the Cody we saw most of last year, Jamison.
Yeah, and that's another dude. You just put him in the middle of the lineup, and it's the dude's got an MVP award. Everyone knows who Cody Bellinger is. It's another guy that opposing pitchers have to game plan for, and just be careful with and pitch smart too. Open base right here. Tough matchup. Do you pitch him carefully? Just another guy you have to really think about in the middle of our order. And I love watching Cody hit. He's got pop, but he'll also have a great 2-strike approach and spray the ball around and fight you.
Jamison Tyone with us. Last night's winning pitcher in that wild 7-6 Cubs win in the first of this 2-game stint in the Crosstown Classic here at Guaranteed Rate.
Okay, Jamison, so would you pitch to Cody Bellinger right here?
I would be careful, just because, me personally, I usually do better against righties than lefties. So I would definitely be smart and careful.
Would you throw the first pitch under his arms like that and move him out of the way?
Either that or a backdoor cutter or a curveball in the dirt or something.
So you're trying for the old intentional walk. Don't give him anything good to hit, but try not to walk him.
If you get in a good count, then you go after him. But until then, probably pitch him smart, see if he'll bite at anything.
People always ask us when we broadcast games, Jamison, can you watch a game without broadcasting the game in your head? Just sit and watch TV as a fan. Can you watch a game when you're not pitching and not think it through like a pitcher?
Definitely not a Cubs game. Or if I'm watching friends on the other team, I try to think along with them and stuff. But if I'm just watching a Sunday Night Baseball on a flight, I can kind of just relax and hang out and watch it, or kind of have it as background noise. But if it's people I know or my own team, it's pretty hard.
3 balls, no strikes. Pitching Bellinger very carefully here, as Jamison suggested, and it's a 4-pitch walk. Second time that Bellinger has walked in this ball game, and that'll bring up Isaac Paredes, who last night went deep for the second time in the last 3 games, part of a home run barrage for the Chicago Cubs. And Isak Paredes, of course, came over at the deadline in the trade that, among others, sent Christopher Morel to Tampa Bay. And I don't know that there's anybody on this Cub roster that didn't love the energy and the enthusiasm that you saw day in and day out from Christopher Morel. What's Isak Paredes been able to bring in the couple of weeks that he's been a Cub?
Yeah, he's a really tough at bat. I pitched against the Rays this year, and I remember game planning their lineup, and he's a tough at bat. Not much swing and miss, a lot of plate coverage, can pull the ball hard in the air. He's got some thump, can hit it out of the park, but he's more than that. There's definitely just like a very complete at bat. In a day of a lot of swing and miss and stuff, like he can definitely go up there and work a count, walk, and put the bat on the ball.
2 balls and a strike now to Paredes.
Did you celebrate with Dansby today after his wife scored the big goal?
Our team group text was popping off pretty well there. That was super exciting, and what a run for her and that team.
2 balls and a strike. Look back to second again, and Bush back in. Jameson Taillon spending a little time with us here in the top of the third. 2 down and a 1-0 lead for the Sox in this Crosstown Classic. And Paredes looks at that one upstairs for ball 3.
Jameson, what's it like when you take the mound and you look behind you and you see Gold Glove Swanson, Gold Glove Horner, Gold Glove Bellinger? Michael Bush has been unbelievable at first base. Now you have Paredes, who's an above-average third baseman. It's got to be a great feeling, right?
Yeah, Pete Crow Armstrong's going to win a Gold Glove one day, sooner rather than later. So, yeah, I mean, I'll be in a count where I'm like, do I want to get a swing and miss here? Do I want to let him hit it? And I usually am like, I'm going to let him hit it because I got really good defense all around the field, and it usually works out for me.
All right, so with the walk to Paredes, back-to-back walks, bases loaded, 2 down. Pitching coach Ethan Katz is coming to the hill. Put us into this situation on the mound, Jameson. You're pitching, you've got the bases loaded. What's the conversation like with a pitching coach in this moment?
Usually it's something like, just giving you a breather here, want you to reset, get back in the zone. What do you want to throw first pitch? Here's a reminder on a delivery cue, whatever's been working for you lately. Get the ball out at the top, be on time, whatever it is, and then just a little message like attack, get back in the zone, and let's regroup.
So what's the best way to attack a hitter like Nico Horner, who makes a ton of contact?
Honestly, I don't really know. I've watched a lot of Nico, and when he's swinging it well, there's nothing he doesn't hit. Like, he can hit pitcher's pitches. He can hit a slider in the other batter's box. He can hit a fastball at his eyes. So maybe hope he hits it at somebody.
Bases loaded, ball 1, low and away to Nico Horner, who singled in the second. Cubs have taken 10 straight pitches from Chris Flexen, who's now at 66 pitches with 2 outs in the third. And another take, 11 in a row, and it's 2-0.
Jameson, you said there's keys for you. What is the key that has been working for you this year? Does it change from a start-to-start basis, or is there one you stick with for an entire season?
A little bit of both. I've got like some staples, some timing things, and like some tempo with my hands, stuff like that kind of stay all the time. And then start to start, it might be like, hey, you were moving a little quick, or you were drifting a little bit. Let's do some drills in between starts to get you back on track. But I've kind of got like my staples that I always stick to.
Bases loaded, a 3-0 pitch coming to Nico Horner. Taking all the way again, and he takes a strike, and it's 3-1. You talked about it earlier, AJ. The Cubs' approach has been extremely patient tonight. 13 straight pitches taken, the 3-1 in the air to center, and Robert will track it down in right center to retire the side. Jameson, a real pleasure. Thanks for taking a half inning to chat with us.
Yeah, that was fun. Good talking.
Appreciate it, Jameson. 1-0 White Sox as Flexen gets off the hook.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please.
I just wanted to remind you that Geico makes it easy to bundle your home and car insurance. In fact, it's so easy. It reminds me of a joke my mate told me. Now, a knuckleballer and a catcher walk into a bullpen, and a knuckleballer turns to the catcher. Get it? Wow, they really like that one.
It's easy to Geico, official partner of Major League Baseball.
Good morning, everybody.
Danny, what are you doing up there?
Watching the fresh morning prep, the sizzling bacon, the slicing of the tomatoes, the popping of the fresh lettuce. You know, my lease says I get free subs. Freshly prepped every morning. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
Too far, man. How do you sleep at night?
On a mattress from Mattress Firm? There are a ton of quality mattresses there. So actually...
Get matched at Mattress Firm. Sleep at night.
All of your batteries are dying all the time. This is no longer a problem because you can just instantly order some new ones. Your door to unlimited power. DoorDash.
I'm the richest guy in the world. I have time to give.
I have people I can count on.
And a million stories to share.
The key to being rich is knowing what counts.
Yo, can I kick it? Yes, you can. Can I kick it? Yes, you can.
Can I kick it?
¿Qué?
Can I play?
Can I kick it? Can I kick it?
Can I try?
응, 당연하지.
Can I kick it? Yes, you can. Can I kick it? Yes, you can.
Jersey Mike's freshly slices it right in front of you. You can't fake that. You can fake my outfit. You can fake these haunches. You just can't fake a freshly sliced Jersey sub. Made the authentic Jersey way since 1956. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
The MLB app is your place for live baseball, real-time highlights, and pitch-by-pitch updates faster than ever. Get personalized highlight reels based on players you follow every day. Download the MLB app today. Benintendi, Vaughn, and Sheets for the White Sox here in the third, still leading 1-0. A long top of the third inning for the Cubs offense, but unable to scratch anything across with that 2-out rally. Sox, meanwhile, been very good in the top spot in this series. As Benintendi, does he offer? No, he does not. On appeal to third, Chris Siegel, the third base umpire, says no swing. Including last night, Sox have put the leadoff man on in 9 of 11 innings in this short 2-game series.
Too high. That's usually a recipe to score a bunch of runs. Last night they scored 6. Unfortunately, they gave up 7 and lost. But they did have a season high, would you say, 14 hits last night, yep. Right?
Meanwhile, you had 19 minutes in between pitches with that long top of the third inning. For Justin Steele. So he's back out to work. White Sox with the 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the third. Swing and a miss. Benintendi out on strikes for the second time tonight. 5 strikeouts now for Justin Steele. Let's check out our pitcher profile. It's sponsored by Wendy's, and it's the profile of Justin Steele. Lowest ERA since 2022. Corbin Burns, Zach Wheeler, Sonny Gray, and there's Justin Steele in there. The homegrown left-hander for the Chicago Cubs has been one of the best in baseball over the last couple of years, and really last year was an outstanding season. Finished 5th in the voting for the Cy Young Award after going 16-5, an ERA just over 3 last year.
Well, he had a chance to win it there for a long time. He was in the conversation. He kind of got a little, fell off a little bit towards the end, September, when they really needed him to. But he has Cy Young stuff. He has Cy Young ability.
Off the end of the bat as Vaughn fouls it away. Well, it's such a success story for the Cubs to develop a starting pitcher, and a consistently strong one, something they had tried to do for a long time, as Vaughn sprays this one into right for a base hit. Andrew Vaughn aboard for the second time tonight. First hit of the evening for Vaughn. 1 on, 1 out as Gavin Sheets comes to the plate.
That's a good matchup for Andrew Vaughn. He walked his first at bat, got a single. He's hot. He's swinging the bat great for about the last month and a half or so. But Justin Steele doesn't really elevate. Vaughn struggles elevated. He throws the ball in, which Andrew Vaughn likes. This should be a good matchup for Andrew Vaughn.
Gavin Sheets, who struck out swinging to end the first inning, is up. Sheets had come in a little bit of a hot streak developing, 5 of 8 before that strikeout in the first inning. Trying to go to the left, and he fouls it off. It's a tough matchup for him, though, against Steele.
Now, this is a tough matchup for any lefty. You've already mentioned the numbers. Steele hides the ball very well against lefties. He's very good going away, so he doesn't make mistakes on the inner third. Throws that slider off the fastball. Now, he blew away Sheets' last at bat. Will he go to the slider to try to get him a chase?
Looked for him to do so with that slider, and he wouldn't chase. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Sheets 3 for 4 last night in that 7-6 Cubs win. 0 for 1 so far tonight. That's Vaughn at first. Good bite again. This time that's a sinker from Steele. And it's 2-2. Sheets reaching for it to center, where Pete Crow Armstrong makes the catch, and there's 2 gone. You're talking about the stuff of Justin Steele. Here's a look in cartoon form.
Well, the sinker and the four-seamer. He doesn't throw the sinker a whole lot. He's really a four-seam slider guy. Changeup and curveball very rarely. But you see the difference in the velocities, difference in if you're a hitter trying to square them up. But he's really a 2-pitch pitcher, over 85% with just 2 pitches.
Fastball low starts out the at-bat of Miguel Vargas, who reached on the Horner error in the second.
Justin Steele really relies on location and then tunneling, which is throwing the fastball and the slider out of the same tunnel. And that's how he gets jam shots and strikeouts.
And Horner, clean pickup, throw to first, and the inning is over. The 1-out single left stranded at first, through 3 on the south side. A 1-0 lead for the home team.
With wet AMD, I worry I'm not only losing my sight, but my time to enjoy it. But now, I can open up my world with Vabysmo. Vabysmo is the first FDA-approved treatment for people with wet AMD that improves vision and delivers a chance for up to 4 months between treatments, so I can do more of what I love. Vabysmo works differently. It's the only treatment designed to block 2 causes of wet AMD.
Vabysmo is an eye injection. Don't take it if you have an infection, active eye swelling, or are allergic to it. Treatments like Vabysmo can cause an eye infection or retinal detachment. Vabysmo may cause a temporary increase in eye pressure after receiving the injection. There is an uncommon risk of heart attack or stroke associated with blood clots. Severe swelling of blood vessels in the eye can occur. Most common eye side effects were cataract and broken blood vessels.
Open up your world with Vabysmo.
A chance for up to 4 months between treatments with Vabysmo. Ask your doctor.
FanDuel has something for everyone every day. Score bigger winnings at any inning with profit boosts. Take home bonus bets for home runs every Tuesday. And beat the heat with no sweat bets. Make the most out of this summer with FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. All customers get a boost or a bonus every day, all summer long. Plus, new customers can bet $5 to get $150 in bonus bets if you win.
Thanks. Where'd you get? Oh, I got another double shot, double cream, double froth, double pump, double whip, double hot, double calf, double sweet. Hey, did you know that Discover doubles your cash back at the end of the first year?
You are cut off.
You earn, we match.
Debbie.
Unlimited cashback match.
All-you-can-eat riblet, shrimp, and boneless wings are back for just $15.99 at Applebee's.
Tonight's telecast is sponsored by Applebee's. Help us squeeze out childhood cancer. Contractually obligated to show pictures of the Michael Barrett, A.J. Przinsky tussle in one of the great moments in this series.
I thought we were going to make the whole game without showing it, but then Rich Hill is in there. There's trying to make a comeback here.
Don't call it a comeback. He's been here for years.
Yeah, he was the pitcher when that dust-up happened, and one of the more memorable moments, I'd say, in the Crosstown Classic.
I would say so. We just reminded every single Cubs fan why they didn't like A.J. Przinsky in 2006. Excuse me, swing from Dansby in the underhand to Flexen. First ground out tonight off the arm of Flexen. Every ball in play has been in air. 9 outs, both hits until there. The little check swing ground out to ruin what would have been a beautiful 0-0-9 graphic.
Well, the only way Chris Flexen tonight can get a ground out is in a check swing that barely went 90 feet.
First pitch swinging now, back to the fly ball parade as Robert camps out into that one, and Pete Crow Armstrong's 0 for 2. Next Saturday, it's baseball night in America on Fox as Shohei Ohtani leads the Dodgers against the Cardinals, or it's a battle of division leaders. It's a good one as the Guardians take on the Brewers. It all begins next Saturday at 7 Eastern on Fox. Check for the game in your area. Where will you be, AJ?
I will be in Milwaukee.
It's a good game.
It is a great game. Two division leaders. The Guardians are struggling a little bit right now, but they've done a lot of good things under new manager Stephen Vogt.
That Guardians team is the only above 500 team that these Cubs face in the next 22 games. A 3-game set with the Guardians, which has a lot of people thinking if the Cubs are going to make a move, it's going to be now, as Miguel Amaya moves that ball into the left field corner with authority. Amaya will coast into second with a double.
Well, I thought Chris Flexen was going to have a pretty easy inning here. He got 2 quick outs, and then he hangs this breaking ball to Amaya, and he smokes it down the left field line for a stand-up double. And the Cubs, after leaving the bases loaded last inning, they've got to find a way to cash in with somebody in scoring position.
0 for 8 with runners on, 0 for 3 with runners in scoring position tonight, and it's up to Ian Happ at the top of the order. Flexen starts him with a strike.
What's interesting, though, coming into this game, Flexen with runners in scoring position was one of the worst guys in the league, hitting over 280 against him. Runners on base was a struggle, and tonight he's had a lot of traffic but has not given up that hit to cash him in yet.
He's delivered big pitches in big moments. At 2 on with 2 out in the first inning, and a runner on to lead off the second, and the bases loaded in the third. Cubs 0 for 8 and Happ down 0-2. And a swing and a miss. Flexen delivers again. An 8-pitch inning with a little bit of drama thanks to the 2-out double, but Chris Flexen able to keep the Cubs off the scoreboard.
We gave it class-leading passenger space for ultimate comfort and the confidence of a nationwide dealer network. With the all-new Honda Prologue, we've made it easy to go electric, just like you'd expect from a Honda. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
At Typical Insurance, you're just another senior.
That
is the third health insurance commercial with seniors at a farmer's market.
Right? Don't get me wrong, I love a fresh heirloom, but it's like those companies think we're all the same.
That's why I chose Humana. Before I signed up, I spoke to someone who actually listened to what I needed. She told me about benefits that were right for me, like vision and dental, all in my budget. I finally feel in control. What are you doing?
Taking control.
Humana, a more human way to healthcare.
Michelin innovates on the road and far beyond by manufacturing prosthetic leg belts that allow for greater flexibility of movement. Michelin, motion for life.
What if the promise of better work wasn't just something we dreamed about, but something we found?
This might be the one.
Or better yet,
No way!
something that found us.
I got the interview.
At University of Maryland Global Campus, getting a bachelor's degree doesn't have to mean starting from scratch. Here, you can earn up to 90 undergraduate credits for relevant experience. What will your next success be?
Okay, Limu, you said it. Then as I spike it, I'll tell them how Liberty Mutual customizes car insurance, so they only pay for what they need. Got it? Did you get that? Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty. At Papa John's, get an extra large New York style one-topping pizza for only $10.99. It's a mouth-watering, stretched thinner, made bigger, more for your money, extra large New York style one-topping pizza for only $10.99. Better get you some Papa John's.
Some fans of the Northsiders making their way to the South Side tonight, but South Side fans, North Side fans, everybody sitting together, just enjoying a perfect evening for baseball. You can see a few long sleeves in the stands, some sweatshirts. There's a crispness in the air here in early August in Chicago.
There is. It was beautiful today.
It was a perfect day.
Jameson Taillon was talking about all the people outside watching the Aaron Waters show. Yeah, they're outside also because it was just a great day. There wasn't a cloud in the sky, little breeze blowing.
Hey, we all know 3 months from now you're not standing along Lakeshore Drive looking up in the air unless you want to get a very chilly reception from that wind coming off the lake. It was a tremendous afternoon in Chicago. Everybody out in full force, and now they've gathered here tonight to watch the final meeting of the Cubs and White Sox this year. Corey Lee with a single to his credit tonight, the 1-2, and he rifles that one past a diving Nico Horner and into center field for his second base hit. Corey Lee 2 for 2 against Justin Steele, and he's aboard to lead things off in the 4th inning.
Another slider that Justin Steele misses with. You see where Amaya's set up? He's set up down and in. He has to reach back across the plate. Corey Lee just shoots this ball up the middle past Horner for another single.
So Corey Julks reached on a fielder's choice in the 2nd inning. White Sox with the 1-0 lead and a strike over the outside corner. Steele nips that corner with a slider. It's quickly 0-2. Jared Schuster loosening in the White Sox pen. We've talked about the pitch count from Chris Flexen. He's had to work out of a lot of trouble. But the White Sox putting on their hitting shoes in this inning. Back-to-back base hits as Julks is aboard. Lee to second. And the lower end of the order produced a run in the 2nd, trying to do it again here in the 4th.
They did, and this is another mislocation. Just doesn't get it in there enough. Julks beats him to the spot. You can really see the frustration in Justin Steele starting to mount. His body language is frustrated. He's just not throwing the ball exactly where he wants to. Yes, he's throwing strikes, but if you ask him, he said, I'm not throwing quality strikes.
7, 8, 9 hitters are 4 for 5 tonight. Square into bunt and a line bunt foul. Brooks Baldwin, who drove in the game's only run in the 2nd with a base hit, trying to advance Lee and Julks into scoring position.
See, this is smart here by Baldwin. He's trying to bunt it over Brady's head. Because he bunts it over his head, it's a double. Right? No, I'm just kidding. He just made a bad putt.
Oh, popped up right below us. AJ, outfitted in his full catcher's gear one more time at Guaranteed Rate Field, was ready to get that one.
Now do you take it off? If you're Grady Sizemore and the White Sox, the Cubs are still expecting bump, but I think they take it off here.
Swing and a miss. Steele overpowered him. Baldwin put himself in the hole with the errant bunts, and 6 strikeouts now for Steele, and a big first out here in the 4th inning.
After 2 fouled bunts, he just gets a fastball up. This is better location there by Steele. Fastball up, just throws it right by Brooks Baldwin for the first out.
We've seen now 12 1/3 innings of baseball in the Grady Sizemore era. 20 hits in those 12 1/3 innings.
Maybe it's not Grady Sizemore. Maybe it's Mike Gellinger, one of the old hitting coaches they brought back, who was a hitting coach here with me for 8 years, and they decided to bring him back from the minor leagues. But Grady Sizemore brings an energy when you talk to him. He just says, hey, I'm just trying to give these guys energy. I'm trying to give them positivity, and I'm trying to make them feel the best they can feel. There's old Gelly.
Whatever he's done the last day and a half, it's working so far.
Offensively, it
yes. The 1-1 in the air to right. Playable for Suzuki. He'll make the catch. Tagging at second, trying to advance to third is Lee, and he'll get there without a play. So 2 down for Luis Robert Jr. For Grady Sizemore, a 3-time All-Star in his 10 major league seasons, but the path was not a usual one. He joined the Cleveland front office as a special advisor in 2017, then stepped away to spend time with his kids. That intern to the general manager in Arizona paid him $15 an hour. Josh Barfield, a former teammate and the director of player development in Arizona, got the assistant GM job here with the White Sox, convinced Grady to join as a major league coach this year. And with the dismissal of Pedro Grifol on Thursday, White Sox named Grady Sizemore the interim manager. Big swing and a miss for Robert, who has struck out and flew to center. Now GM Chris Getz has said that the next manager is going to come from outside the White Sox organization. Very clear about that right after the move was made.
And he also said it'll be somebody in uniform. So that means somebody in another organization that's a coach. Lots of speculation on who that would be.
Everybody looking around for guys with ties to the White Sox, ties to people involved with the White Sox. You're not in a uniform. I know there's been speculation.
I am not in a uniform. You are correct. Yes, my name has been.
It has been
mentioned, but Chris Getz and I had a nice chat today. Former teammate of mine.
I'll do my journalistic duty and say about the managerial opening.
Yeah, it was an interview on the field.
Okay, good.
He made sure it was very public so that everybody saw it.
That's cagey.
It was
a very cagey thing.
He even made sure that some of the reporters saw us and made sure they got pictures.
Yep. And then said, hey, Paul Sullivan, go find A.J. Pierzynski in the press box and ask him about this.
Exactly what Chris was doing.
Sneaky.
We tried to make sure nobody saw us on the field.
Runner goes from first. The 0-2 is low. Did he go around? No, he didn't. And Corey Julks will steal second without a play. So now second and third for the White Sox at a 1-2 count on Robert.
I don't think he went. I think this was just Amaya hoping he could sneak one past the umpires here. Huge jump at first by Julks.
Robert fouls it away. Sox have not fared much better than the Cubs with runners in scoring position. 1 for 7 tonight for the White Sox.
Yes, but they need Luis Robert Jr. to get a hit right now. For the White Sox, this is your main guy. This is your star. He's really struggling against your rival. He needs to get a hit right here and give you guys some hope.
He chases that high pitch And the fastball blows away Robert. 7th strikeout for Steele. And a big one to close the 4th with 2 in scoring position.
Attention.
Parents.
Do I have your attention?
Walmart presents the Runway Show of the year. Is you taking notes? Watch and shop, school style decoded. Welcome to your Walmart.
All right, sandworms out of the basement and the furnace has been exorcised. Another Progressive home and auto bundle fully protected from the unexpected.
Beetlejuice caused quite a ruckus, huh?
Jamie, don't say his name.
Beetlejuice?
Saying his name 3 times is how you summon him.
Right. What if I say other words in between? Does that restart it?
Don't overthink it.
Or what if I broke it up into 2 parts? Like someone said, what's your favorite bug? Beetle. What's your favorite morning beverage?
You're welcome.
Beetlejuice in theaters September 6th.
That ball is crushed.
You know this was crushed. Google Cloud AI knows a ball going 440 feet with a 107-foot peak would be a homer by the river, but not by the pool. It wouldn't make a dent in the crown, but it would get lost in the forest, ding the Big Apple,
He bruised the fruit.
soar past the slide, and even hop the train. Catch the game like never before with Google Cloud AI.
Here at Once Upon a Farm, we chose the Capital One Venture X business card. With no preset spending limit, our purchasing power adapts to meet our business needs. And unlimited double miles means we earn more too. What's in your wallet?
Looking for a smarter way to mop? Try the Swiffer Power Mop. An all-in-one cleaning tool with a 360-degree swivel head that goes places a regular mop just can't. Mop smarter with the Swiffer Power Mop.
This summer, Subway is making snacking history. First, epic foot-long cookies, churros, and pretzels. Now, all new $3 foot-long dippers.
Is there a Hall of Fame for snacks?
Find your perfect foot-long snack at Subway today.
Well, the night is done for Chris Flexen. 78 pitches, a lot of hard pitches in those 78 pitches with difficult situations on the base paths. Now yields to a bullpen that after the All-Star break has had a Major League Baseball worst 6.26 ERA. But the flip side of that is that last night 6 2/3 of scoreless relief from this White Sox pen. Jared Schuster, the first out of the pen, as he'll face Michael Busch to start off the Cubs half of the 5th inning.
Well, Schuster's a length guy. We mentioned that Tuki Toussaint and Cool threw yesterday. Well, Schuster's a guy that can give them length. And with this part of the order with Busch and Bellinger, 2 of the next 3 guys are left-handed hitting. It's a nice time for Grady Sizemore here to go to Schuster. At least get him through 1 inning, if not more.
Busch tonight a double and a fly out to center against Flexen. And a cold 3rd strike. Busch frozen on the high fastball. And the first strikeout for Schuster is the first out of this 5th inning.
Just a heater. Michael Busch thought this pitch was up. But our old Fox box has that just above it.
First pitch strike to Seiya Suzuki. Suzuki tonight a couple of pop-ups, 1 to second, 1 to right. Cubs down 1-0 in the 5th.
Sorry. 2-1.
Suzuki in the air to right. Long run for Jokes, and he'll have room to make the catch in foul ground, and there's 2 gone in the Cubs' 5th inning. So Chris Flexen, he is not going to get the win. It'll be his 17th straight winless start, which will set a White Sox single season record.
I got to let him try to get the 5th right there.
Just to maybe avoid that.
Just to maybe, yeah, give him a Give him a chance. I get why Grady Sizemore made the move he made. Schuster has good stuff especially against these lefties, but gosh, I'd love to get that guy to get that stat to go away.
Bellinger even to the count 1-1. Couple of walks tonight for Cody Bellinger, still without an official at bat. Two balls and a strike to Bellinger. Not in the field yet after that injured finger. Still causing him a little problems to throw, but Craig Counsell saying he's close. He's close to coming back. Maybe this week you'll see him in the field.
Where would he play? Pete Crow Armstrong is kind of taking over center field. Michael Busch is at first base, so where's he going to play? Suzuki in right, Happ in left as he sneaks a knock in.
It feels like DH is a good spot right now. Speaking of good spots, a good spot to be in is in our broadcast booth, because the White Sox have just delivered us the Campfire Milkshake, which, as you can see here, is, I believe, fat-free. Many doctors recommend 1 or 2 of these a day. We're each having 1.
If you can get Mitch next to you to let you have it.
Yeah, our stat guru, Mitch Smith, has been eyeing this as Paredes sends this one down the line and left, and that'll rattle around in the corner for a base hit. Bellinger around third. They're going to wave him home. The throw is cut off and no throw home. Brooks Baldwin cut the throw if he turns and fires home. They've got a play on Bellinger instead. Cody Bellinger scores to tie it at 1.
Wow, first of all, I thought there was no way he was scoring. Paredes gets his breaking ball. Actually, it looks like a changeup, and this is what he does. He pulls the ball. He smokes this ball to the left field line and one hops the fence. Benintendi picked this ball up, and Willie Harris, the third base coach, I cannot believe he sent Cody Bellinger. Brooks Baldwin, the third baseman. Miguel Vargas has to be screaming, you know, home, 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 4, 4, 4, whatever their terminology is on the White Sox. And if you watch the reaction from third base coach Willie Harris, ex-White Sox great right there, ex-teammate, 2005 World Series champ with me, he was shocked they didn't throw him home because he would have been out by 20 feet.
Nico Horner in the air to left. Long run for the shortstop Baldwin. He won't get there. Well, don't forget.
I mean, he was out by 20 feet.
Cody Bellinger missed time earlier this week with a hamstring tweak.
Watch, look at Willie Harris. I mean, he's waving him. Brooks Baldwin already has the ball. I mean, he's out.
By a mile.
Oh, my gosh. He's going to be out by at least 20 feet. And everybody's reaction is, why didn't we throw that ball? And I was watching Willie Harris, and he just, like, fist pumped because he could not believe that worked.
Grady Sizemore. Well, Cody Bellinger's still huffing and puffing.
Well, yeah, it's a long run. It's like 300 feet from first to home.
But I guess the hamstring's okay.
He was rolling, and Willie Harris right there.
What a gamble. Horner to right, fouling out of play.
I mean, normally you judge it if the outfielder has the ball by the time you touch third. He was touching third, and the shortstop had the ball almost on the dirt.
Our crew had a great shot of it. You could see Harris, Bellinger, and Baldwin all in the shot, all at the same time.
Yeah. And Vargas also, the third baseman.
And Baldwin never looked home.
I think he just assumed that they weren't going to send him. But see, that's where there's got to be communication. Someone has to be screaming, whether it's Andrew Vaughn, the first baseman, who's the cutoff man, whether it's Vargas, the third baseman, whether it's Corey Lee, the catcher, heck, if it's, you know, Schuster, the pitcher. Everybody on the field has to be on home, home, 4-4, whatever it is.
And Horner to center. Robert is there. Makes the catch, and the inning is over. But in the inning, the Cubs get a run to tie things up at 1. Cody Bellinger plates it for Chicago.
You know, you only get one body. It might be the perfect size to do this. Your body may take up a lot of space. or have to speak with its hands. But no matter what body you're born with, you only get one. Let's fight like hell for it.
Knocky knocky. What are you doing, Anna?
Working on my dating profile. Want to see? They think that's me. Some of them even send me gift cards.
Nana, how do you sleep at night?
On a mattress I got at Mattress Firm. A sleep expert helped me find it. It's got cooling technology because Nana sleeps hot. So now I sleep. This guy's loaded.
Get matched at Mattress Firm? Sleep at night.
Yo, those are nice. Hold on one second.
Candace, what's up? I think my daughter's going pro at basketball.
She's 3.
Yeah, she's 3. What's your point?
I'll take those.
Wait, you're at Dick's? Could you pick up an agility ladder for my daughter?
One second.
Candace.
Yo, Don, what are you doing?
Oh, you're at Dick's? Grab me that new Z&D hoodie.
Candace. Trent. Can you get me a red tracksuit? Okay. What else?
Pads, maybe the arm sleeve.
Ace, you gotta see her. You got 2-a-days going right now.
Thank you.
So what you think's the next step?
Yeah. Hey, Patrick, let me call you back.
She hung up.
Oh, my goodness. This dude, I cannot.
What does it mean to be rich? Maybe rich is less about reaching a magic number and more about discovering magic. The key to being rich is knowing what counts.
There is nothing like a Wendy's Frosty. It's cool. It's creamy. It's only $1 right now. Wait, what? The one and only Frosty is $1? Gotta be Wendy's.
These dudes are getting $3 grand a month. No strings attached.
Hell yeah.
So what are they gonna do?
Let's go!
Learn to fly? Buy a monkey?
That's a dream pet right there.
Universal Basic Guys, September 8th on Fox.
Stream every out-of-market game live or on demand. Plus, U.S. subscribers now have 24/7 access to MLB Network. Visit MLB.tv for details. Sun beginning to set on a picture-perfect August day in the Windy City. Alongside A.J. Przynski, our entire Fox crew on hand. I'm Kevin Kugler. A 1-1 ball game in the 5th. Heart of the order for the White Sox, Benintendi, Vaughn, and Sheets against Cubs starter Justin Steele. Benintendi on the ground, a 2-hopper to Horner, who will throw to first for out number 1. So 1 down in the 5th. Willie Harris and Cody Bellinger like, you sent me here?
That's exactly what they're looking at. That's why they're laughing. Willie's like, right there, I knew you were scoring. Willie was probably down at third base yelling, 3, 2, 2, 2 to the... No, he would never do that, but no, that's what he was thinking in his mind. And Brooks Baldwin, he obliged.
All right. Cubs will take it. Opportunity to even this one up. One ball, 1 strike.
A learning opportunity there for Mr. Baldwin. You always got to keep your eye on the lead runner no matter what. As a big league baseball player, or as any baseball player, you always try to anticipate where to go with the ball. He just kind of predetermined, I think, that
I could feel
Bellinger wasn't going to score because the ball was hit so hard. 1 hop, Benintendi played it perfectly. That's why when he caught it, you looked at him and he looked to second because he's like, maybe we have a play at second.
In the air to right where Suzuki waits. 2 down in the White Sox 5th. Let's go to Mike Hill. He's in our Los Angeles studios with a game break.
The other game on Fox, O's and Rays, it's the youngster Jackson Holliday starting to play as advertised. Solo shot in the 2nd, his 5th in 10 games since being recalled. That put the O's up 4-0. It is now in the 5th. With Baltimore up 4-2. Kevin and AJ.
All right, Mike, thank you very much. First pitch swinging for Gavin Sheets, and he fouls it away. Sheets tonight with a strikeout to end the 1st inning, flew out to center in the 3rd. Cubs and White Sox tied at 1 in this Crosstown Classic. Cubs have already won the season series by taking the first 3 of these 4 games, and it's one of those weird schedule quirks where these teams are going to have a Sunday off Rarely do you see a Sunday off day on a Major League Baseball schedule, but 2 games earlier in the year and 2 games this weekend. The Cubs will be off tomorrow with the White Sox. Swing and a miss. Sheets down on strikes, and the White Sox down in order for the first time tonight. First 1, 2, 3 for any side through 5, tied at 1.
America's 5th major sport.
This is the Challenge 40 Battle of the Eras.
Is back.
I have waited for my revenge, and my opportunity is here.
40 legends.
I am the right hand of the devil.
40 seasons.
We have people threatening to quit. You wanted to go that way.
The can't miss events.
There's 0% trust. It's war.
Of the summer.
You have never seen a battle like this before.
The Challenge 40 Battle of the Eras. Watch on MTV.
Why always the couch? Does he need to go to puppy school? Get his little puppy diploma? How much have I been spending on this little guy?
When your questions about life turn into questions about money, there's Erica, the virtual financial assistant to help you spend, save, and plan smarter. Only from Bank of America. What would you like the power to do?
To test the toughness of the 3-row Kia Sorento X Pro and the Kia Sorento Turbo Hybrid, we recreated some of the wettest springs, hottest summers, windiest falls, and coldest winters. All on one track to prove these 3-row SUVs were built for the unstoppable. Kia, movement that inspires.
So, how long have you lived here? And how are the restaurants around here? Are they good, bad, meh?
Marcy, we've got to go!
I'm sorry!
Got 17,000 more parks to visit. We bring you the best neighborhood info.
Ding dong!
Homes.com.
Live look at the skyline here in Chicago. A 1-1 game between the Cubs and White Sox. Dansby Swanson 0 for 2 tonight, looking for his 1,000th career hit. It would be fitting if it came on the same day that his wife Mallory won gold for Team USA, U.S. Women's National Team. Claiming the gold with the win over Brazil earlier today. She scored the only goal in the 1-0 win. August 10th already, now a very important day in the Swanson household. Why not add to it with your 1,000th career hit?
Absolutely. Everybody loves those nice round number hits. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. I was fortunate enough to be Dansby's teammate when he got his first big league hit. So.
Time out!
998 later, you could be here to watch his 1,000th. He's been playing well since July 10th. Came in hitting .322. Two balls, 2 strikes. Armstrong and Amaya to follow. Lower third of the order for the Cubs here in the 6th in the 1-1 game. And Schuster missing low. On in relief last inning of Chris Flexen, who went 4. The full count pitch to Swanson. And there is hit number 1,000. What a day for the Swanson family. A gold medal and the 1,000th hit of Dansby Swanson's career.
He knew it. And then Mike Napoli asking for the baseball. Congratulations, Dansby Swanson. We'll single up the middle. Make sure you get that ball hanging on a mantle somewhere in your house.
There's the ball for the 1,000th hit.
It's inside.
I think my favorite part of that was Andrew Vaughn. The guy looks at him and goes, "What do you want that ball for?"
Congrats, a single in the 6th inning of a 1-1 game.
Yeah, that'll be a little. They'll put a little hologram on it, authenticate it. That'll go in Dansby Swanson's trophy case.
Pete Crow Armstrong, a little jam shot to center. Robert on the run, trying to pluck it. And he does make the catch. That's an outstanding play by Luis Robert Jr. sliding to get that sinking pop off the bat of Pete Crow Armstrong for the first out.
This is one of the toughest reads for the runner, Dansby Swanson, on first. Because you don't want to get too far off or you can get doubled up, but you also got to make sure if he doesn't catch it, you get to second. And he catches that. That was a nice sliding catch by Luis Robert Jr. It's so hard to tell, especially you see the white, so you think it might bounce. Nice base running by Dansby Swanson.
5th ball that Robert has caught tonight. He's been a busy center fielder.
A lot of fly balls in this game. I think still only one ground ball out, right?
Yep.
That was the check swing by Swanson in the 4th.
Miguel Amaya doubled his last time up in the 4th inning. Came with 2 out. He was left stranded. And he pops this one up. Julks makes the catch. And there's 2 gone. Another fly ball out. Flexen had a career high 10 outs recorded in the air. Schuster's last 3 outs have all come in the air. And it'll be up to Ian Happ at the top of the order if the Cubs are to do anything more than the base hit by Dansby Swanson. Happ struck out with Amaya at second in the 4th to end the inning. Flied to center in the 3rd, walked in the 1st. Two balls, no strikes to Ian Happ.
Big pitch right here for Schuster. Push the lefty on deck. Happ has been hot, homers. Be real careful right here. You don't want to have to jump one, make it 3-1.
Good pitch. That 2-0 pitch, the fastball on the outer edge of the plate. That's 2-1.
It was a perfect pitch is what it was. Really nice pitch by Schuster to get back into this count.
Swanson a lead at first. And the 2-1 pitch way outside. Ball 3. AJ mentioned it. Michael Busch would be next, the left-handed hitter. 2 down, 1 on, 1-1 game in the 6th. Swing and a miss. 3-2, and the Cubs still struggling, AJ, with runners on base. 1 for 13 tonight.
1 for 13, but listen, let's give Schuster credit. That was a good 3-1 changeup. Happ's looking to do damage right there ahead in the count. He gets a good changeup.
Runner goes on the 3-2, and Happ lifts it into center field. Playable out there for Robert, who will squeeze it for out number 3. And the side is retired. Leadoff single, the 1,000th hit of Dansby Swanson's career. Left stranded at first.
Smile, you found it. The feeling of finding psoriasis can't filter out the real you. So go ahead, live unfiltered with the one and only Sotyktu, a once-daily pill for moderate to severe plaque psoriasis and the chance at clear or almost clear skin. It's like the feeling of finding you're so ready for your close-up, or finding you don't have to hide your skin, just your background. Once daily Sotyktu was proven better, getting more people clearer skin than the leading pill. Don't take if you're allergic to Sotyktu. Serious reactions can occur. Sotyktu can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB. Serious infections, cancers including lymphoma, muscle problems, and changes in certain labs have occurred. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, liver or kidney problems, high triglycerides, or had a vaccine or plan to. Sotyktu is a TYK2 inhibitor. TYK2 is part of the JAK family. It's not known if Sotyktu has the same risks as JAK inhibitors. Find what plaque psoriasis has been hiding. There's only one Sotyktu, so ask for it by name. So clearly you. Sotyktu.
Yo, can I kick it? Yes, you can. Can I kick it? Yes, you can.
Can I kick it?
¿Qué?
Can I play?
Can I kick it? Can I kick it?
Can I try?
응, 당연하지.
Can I kick it? Yes, you can. Can I kick it? Yes, you can.
Michelin innovates once more with Michelin acoustic technology, reducing cabin noise by cushioning road vibrations.
Galvanized.
Michelin, motion for life.
Can Sugar Ray Leonard do everyday tasks wearing boxing gloves?
Haggie's birthday.
And now putting on his new ArchFit Skechers Slip-ins. You just step in and go with comfort that will knock you out. Try new ArchFit hands-free Skechers Slip-ins.
Subway's offering 20% off any sub, any size. Woo! 20% off subs is fun to say. 20% off subs are fun to eat. You'll love 20% off subs. The point is, any sub, any size. 20% off at Subway.
1-1 ball game to the bottom of the sixth. Justin Steele back to work for the Chicago Cubs. He starts off the at-bat of Miguel Vargas with strike one. 90th pitch of the night coming up for Steele. One ball, one strike.
Justin Steele settled in nicely here. His pitch count was running up there pretty quick. He's only given up the one run. You can get through this inning. That's 6 solid innings, and the Cubs bullpen has actually been a strength for him here about the last month or so.
Since July 7th, the best ERA in baseball, 1.62 out of the pen. That was not necessarily the case for the Cubs, especially before June 1st. That was sort of the Achilles heel. A lot of similarities as the 3-1 is fouled off to some of the script that Cubs fans saw earlier in this season. Good starting pitching, missed opportunities from the offense, and then at times, especially the first month or two, it was that bullpen that had some struggles. The bullpen has really settled down, but tonight you've seen the other two main points in the early script: offensive opportunities lost and good starting pitching. Missed wide of the zone, and Vargas fights back to draw the leadoff walk here in the 6th inning. As we check in with Mike Hill in our Los Angeles studios, he's got a game break.
All right, Kev, battle of the Show Me State, Cards, Royals. Two teams fighting to stay in the wild card mix. Paul Goldschmidt still with some pop. 2-run shot in the second, 18th of the season to give the Cards a 2-zip lead. But the Royals have answered, and it's now tied at 2 in the 7th. Kevin and AJ.
Mike, thanks so much. In the air to right on the first pitch off the bat of Corey Lee, and there's out number 1 in the 6th inning. Well, you mentioned the Cardinals. They're one of the teams that the Cubs are chasing in that wild card, 4 games back in the National League. Cardinals are 7 games behind the Milwaukee Brewers in the Central Division. And I know it's not quite time to say, well, you look past the division right now in the Central. That's a few weeks away still, but you're the Cardinals, you're the Cubs, you're probably keeping a closer eye right now on that wild card race with the way the Brewers have played pretty much consistently. Jackson Chourio really starting to get going for the Brewers now.
I don't think that either team can catch the Brewers just because of the lead that they have right now. And what's interesting is how many teams are jumbled up in the wild card race.
Jolks, a little jam shot. Floated out to Nico Horner behind the bag at second. And there's 2 gone in the 6th. Speaking of the Milwaukee Brewers, let's check out our sleeper picks. It's sponsored by Mattress Firm. And Those sleeper picks, the playoff probability in the preseason, Cleveland at 29% odds, Milwaukee 31%, but virtual locks now for these two teams to make the playoffs.
What would take collapses? The Guardians have not been playing great baseball, so they're a little bit more vulnerable. But how do the Milwaukee Brewers do it? They've lost so many starting pitchers, so many players to injuries. Christian Yelich and Brandon Woodruff, and the list goes on, and Pat Murphy just keeps guiding those guys along.
Brooks Baldwin takes ball 2. Yeah, it's been a pretty impressive display from the Brewers this year in a season that a lot of folks expected to see the Cubs at or near the top of the NL Central. That 2-month struggle really put that Cubs team behind the 8 ball. Baldwin into foul territory, and Paredes against the tarp. Does he hang on? Yes, he does. As Justin Steele hits the 100 pitch mark for just the 2nd time this year, Isaac Paredes ends the 6th for the Cubs.
With a little help from Steinhoffels, you can put together the most amazing space during our back-to-school sale. We have desks starting at just $1.99, beds for just $2.49, sofas starting at $3.99, a Beauty Rest Fuller Queen mattress just $4.49, this dining table starting at $4.49. You can make your new room more affordable with Steinhoffels 60-month financing. Shop in-store or online at steinhoffels.com. Relax, it's Steinhoffels.
Phones were made to help us connect, yet somehow they've made us less connected. Which is ironic, don't you think? We try to put our phones down, but we need to pick them up to see the menu. We can't watch something without also watching something else.
Ironic.
Ironic. But look, here's a phone company who wants you to use your phone less.
That's ironic.
Yeah, but in a good way. Let's find us again with Us Mode. U.S. Cellular, built for us.
Traffic jam.
Ugh, and I'm already late.
You can see it. His potential, that is. You see it even when he may not. You see that the things that spark his interest today will in time ignite the things he pursues tomorrow. And ultimately, help him reach new heights. All he needs now is a way to make it happen. We are the universities of Wisconsin. 13 universities, unlimited opportunity.
Not every decision you make will be as good as getting a Volkswagen at the Savvy VW Summer Sales Event. 2024 Volkswagen models cost less to maintain than Honda.
Get 0.9% APR financing or a $3,500 customer bonus on a new 2024 Atlas or Atlas Cross Sport.
This is MKE.
Top of the 7th inning, a 1-1 ball game as Justin Anderson enters, 3rd pitcher for the White Sox tonight, and the right-hander working against the lefty Michael Busch, and it's a first pitch strike. Seeing the numbers on Anderson, 35th appearance of the year, no record, a 4.76 earned run average. Tough inning to enter, though, with 2 good left-handed hitters due up for the Cubs in Busch, and then a batter later for Bellinger.
Yeah, and lefties have hit Mr. Anderson a lot better than the righties have. 820 OPS from lefties, 635 from righties, and he relies heavily on a slider. So if he can navigate through this heart of the Cubs order, it will be a win for Grady Sizemore and the White Sox. Just an interesting time to deploy, especially when you had a lefty out on the mound and Schuster, who was rolling along pretty well.
2-1. This is wide of the zone to Busch, and it's 3-1.
Another thing about Justin Anderson is 19 walks in limited innings. That's just too many walks to be given up as a reliever coming in usually leverage situations.
Swing and a miss. Mighty cut for Busch, who's in some rare air with the Cubs this year. Average over 260, 15 home runs. Billy Williams, Mel Hall, Anthony Rizzo, Giovanni Soto, and Chris Bryant are the only rookies since 1960 to do what Michael Busch has done so far this year.
He's been a great find for the Cubs in a trade.
And there's ball 4. And Busch draws the leadoff walk. And the go-ahead run on to start the 7th inning for the Cubs.
Again, a walk from Justin Anderson. That's not how you want to start an inning against the Cubs team that's been swinging the bat well and the middle of their order.
Seiya Suzuki to the plate, looking for his first hit tonight. He's hit it to the right side 3 times. Fly out to the second baseman, Lenin Sosa, and 2 fly ball outs to right. 1 fair, 1 foul. 1 strike and nothing on Suzuki. That caught the inside corner, and quickly 0-2.
That is a slider that Justin Anderson relies on heavily against righties. That has been his out pitch. Saw Suzuki buckle a little bit right there, Kev.
Now Anderson's got him in a good spot, 0-2. And Suzuki pops it up to the right side once more. 2 fly ball outs to right, 2 pop-ups to the second baseman. 0 for 4 tonight for Seiya Suzuki. Looks like the end of the night for Justin Steele, getting congratulations in the Cub dugout. 6 innings, 6 hits, 1 run. It was unearned. Cubs have allowed just 1 unearned run in the previous 23 games, and they allowed the 1 unearned run tonight with Porter Hodge up in the pen. Look for him to the bottom of the inning.
Well, they haven't given up an unearned run in so long until Kevin Kugler decided to jinx him.
I just mentioned a very impressive statistic, and all of a sudden I'm the bad guy? I don't think so. Bellinger's been on 3 times tonight, 2 walks and a single. Big cut and a miss. Cody Bellinger down quickly, 0-2.
This is where Cody Bellinger will go into 2-strike mode like he did his last at bat. Just put the ball in play, hit a ground ball up the middle. That's a good slider by Anderson.
And he puts it in play off the glove of Anderson, who stays with it, throws to first, and gets the out. That's a nice play by Justin Anderson. Didn't panic after it caromed off the glove, and made a nice play to get Bellinger for the second out. So 2 down in the 7th, and before Paredes comes to the plate, let's check in with Mike Hill in the studio for a game break.
All right, guys, Braves finding themselves on the outside of the playoffs right now after dropping 6 straight. Matt Olson trying to change things. Grand opening, grand closing. 8th career grand slam. His first this season. Braves with 5 runs in the 3rd. They're up 5-3.
Mike, appreciate it.
Is that Jay-Z? Grand opening, grand closing?
I believe so.
Nice little reference by Mike Hill.
Come out!
1 strike and nothing. Time called by Paredes at the plate. He doubled in the Cubs' only run in the 5th inning when Brooks Baldwin took the cutoff and didn't look home to throw out Cody Bellinger. 1 ball, 1 strike on Paredes.
Well, Paredes is going to get a hit. It's probably going to be to the pull side. Every home run in his career has been hit to left field. The RBI double was in the left field corner. He's not up there trying to go the other way. He's up there trying to get the ball out front and pull it to left field.
2 balls and a strike. Cubs and White Sox tied at 1 here in the 7th.
Yes, he did.
Oh, yes, he did. 2-2 on Paredes.
Yes, he did.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Just stays alive. The original Cub prospect, signed as an amateur free agent in July of 2015, trying to deliver here, and he drives it to left, but playable. Benintendi and Robert are there. It'll be Benintendi who catches that one, and the side is retired. Leadoff walk, left stranded at second in the 7th as we stretch in Chicago.
You know he's looking to steal second. Google Cloud AI knows that a 10-foot lead with a sprint speed of 28 feet per second means an 80% chance he swipes the bag.
There he goes again.
And when a team's mascot has wings, they just so happen to get 0.4 more steals per game.
The man can absolutely fly.
Yeah, he's flying. Catch the game like never before with Google Cloud AI.
This is what we do, Danny. You got to see it to believe it. We deliver quality and quantity in every sub.
And a lot of them in vigor.
Just meats and cheeses.
But definitely some mojo.
Maybe.
Freshly sliced since 1956. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
Stains happen to the best of us.
Bet Carl Lewis doesn't get tomato sauce on his jacket.
Dang it.
When they do, Tide's got you covered.
Looking good, man.
Learned it from you.
It's got to be Tide.
We love the new place.
Great space for watching games.
Nothing better than baseball.
There were a few concessions.
Get your hot dogs here! Hot dog! Hot dog!
Hot churros!
At least Geico makes it easy to bundle our home and car insurance.
Popcorn! Cotton candy!
We already have food.
Oh, I'll take the cotton candy. You got any bubble gum?
For bundling made easy, get more with Geico.
The number 13 original Italian, sliced right in front of you, topped off with the juice.
Just what the doctor ordered.
Say what?
No, really.
Get this man a number 13 Italian, stat.
Thank you. The number 13 original Italian, only at Jersey Mike's.
Shohei Ohtani and the Dodgers battle Nolan Arenado and the Cardinals, or Jose Ramirez and the Guardians take on the Brewers.
You gotta be kidding me!
It's baseball night in America on Fox.
Tonight's telecast is sponsored by Google Cloud, the official AI partner of MLB. Catch the game like never before with Google Cloud AI. Bottom of the 7th inning in Chicago. Cubs White Sox tied at 1. The night done for Justin Steele. He goes 6, and on to face the top of the White Sox order is the right-hander Porter Hodge.
Porter Hodge is fastball sweeper. Fastball be 95 plus. His sweeper is really his out pitch. Opponents are 2 for 28 this year against his sweeper.
Swing and a miss from Sosa on that 95-mile-an-hour fastball. 1 strike and nothing. 24th appearance for Porter Hodge. Really developing into an arm out of that bullpen that Craig Counsell feels like he can trust, and that's been a big part of this bullpen stabilizing, finding guys out there that Counsell can rely on. On the ground to the right side where Horner waits. Throw to first in time, and there's one gone.
Well, Craig Counsell did it for years in Milwaukee. People kept saying, who are these guys? And Craig Counsell put reliever after reliever in a good spot to win, and leverage or non-high, started at low leverage, worked their way up to high leverage, and then Porter Hodge, with what he's done, if he cuts down on the walks, which he's done at the big league level, this is a weapon for the Cubs, not only this year, but for the future.
When you think back to some of Craig's best Brewers teams, Robert puts this one in the air, fouling out of play. If you were facing the Brewers, a lot of nights, if their starting pitcher went 5, the game was essentially over the way Craig Counsell could stack that bullpen and close it off with a hater at the end of the game.
Or Devin Williams.
Depending on when you were there. I mean, it was a pretty impressive array of arm talent that they could run out. That's what they're trying to build here, and this Cubs bullpen is really rounded into shape. Meanwhile, Robert trying to figure this thing out, AJ. 2 for his last 33.
He just looks, he's late on heaters, he's early on sliders, sweepers. Just got to figure out a way to get Luis Robert Jr. going, whether it's a blue pit. But there's just too much swing and miss in his game as he goes down again.
Third time he's gone down swinging tonight, 0 for 4 for Luis Robert Jr. Let's take a look at Fox Foresight. It's powered by Google Cloud, and we're talking about win probability for these Chicago White Sox. It's a 50-50 chance right now, according to the real-time insights on our Fox Foresight. 8-25 record in one-run games this year for the White Sox, and we thank Google Cloud for powering these real-time insights.
There's not a whole lot of numbers you can put on the screen to.
Hot shot. Oh, what a play! Nico Horner on the dive, flashing the Gold Glove at second to rob Benintendi of a base hit and end the White Sox 7th, still tied at 1.
A caring man took a walk. Everywhere he looked, people suffered. Anxiety ran high, hope dwindled, hatred rose. His neighbors had lost trust in the system and in each other. I need to do something, he thought. I'll bring them together and feed them. Around the dinner table, they can talk and see how much they have in common. Shared struggles, shared joy, shared pain. So he prepared a feast and invited all into his home. But some refused to sit at his table because they chose to only see differences. He was heartbroken because he wanted everyone to eat and be filled, not with food and wine, but with compassion.
Hey, Mr. Poacher.
Yeah?
Tired already? Here, have a Red Bull.
And then?
Then run faster.
Oh. Red Bull gives you wings.
You know, you only get one body. It might be the perfect size to do this. Your body may take up a lot of space, or have to speak with its hands. But no matter what body you're born with, you only get one. Let's fight like hell for it.
All-you-can-eat riblets, shrimp, and boneless wings. $15.99 all day, every day at Applebee's.
16th outing, second straight outing against the Cubs for Chad Kuhl. 0-1 record, a 3.44 earned run average in 36 2/3 innings. He'll go to work against Nico Horner, who just flashed the leather at second on that lunging play to rob Benintendi of a base hit. It'll be Horner, Swanson, and Pete Crow Armstrong for the Cubs in a 1-1 game here in the 8th.
Chad Kuhl's been a nice find for these White Sox. Brought over in the offseason, started the year in the minor leagues. But you see that sweeper slider right there. That really is his pitch. That has been a really good weapon for him, especially against righties.
Just wide, 2-1 to Horner.
But again, much like we talked about Justin Anderson, if you look at Chad Kuhl's numbers, too many walks. It's a theme kind of for the White Sox bullpen guys. Too many walks and then giving up a hit in a bad situation.
And the Cubs, to their credit tonight, have been patient at the plate from the first inning on, allowing White Sox pitchers to try to get themselves in trouble. Cubs just haven't been able to come up with those big hits. And there's a leadoff walk to Nico Horner. So Nico will walk to first right near where he made this play to rob Benintendi.
Nice play. First step, direct to the ball. He knew it right away. He's like, Kevin Kugler, take that, announcer jinx guy.
No announcer jinx there. It doesn't apply for the rest of time. First pitch, a strike to Dansby Swanson, who had his 1,000th career hit unjinxed in the 6th inning. Cubs have their 12th base runner of the night and only 1 run to show for it. One ball, 1 strike. Just 1 for 17 with runners on base tonight.
Well, they've already left 10 guys on base through 7 innings, and they have their leadoff guy on again. Well, the White Sox haven't been a whole lot better. They left 8 guys on base through 7 innings. So it's been a lot of traffic for each side, just not anyone able to get the big hit to drive them in.
Pitchers have made some big pitches tonight when they've needed to. 2 balls and a strike to Swanson. And there's strike 2, 2-2. Fastball on the outer edge of the plate. Swanson thought it was a little wide of the zone. And time called. Throw over. And the Golden Power couple. Mallory Swanson's gold medal. Winning the gold with the game-winning goal against Brazil, as this is nubbed up the third base side, and that'll be an infield hit. Horner was running, and Dansby Swanson aboard with his 2nd straight hit. A 2-hit night for Swanson, continuing his surge over the last month at the plate.
Good pitch. You mentioned pitchers making good pitches. With Nico Horner running at first, Swanson just puts his ball in play. A perfect placement. You can kind of see Cool's reaction, like, you got to be kidding me. Make a pitch, frustration, make that pitch, and he gets a hit off of it. Well, the White Sox are expecting a bunt right here. Pete Crow Armstrong, PCA, but he might. Council might let him swing with the way the defense is lined up.
Squares, bunts up the third baseline foul. Boy, if he let that roll too far, you talked about it earlier, with his ability to run, it wouldn't take too many hops for him to beat out an infield hit.
No, he can fly. Absolutely fly. Miguel Vargas hasn't played a lot of third base, so it's an interesting spot the Cubs are in. Yes, you want to move a runner into third base with 1 out, but you also got your 9-hole guy on deck, and Amaya. Now you might see a pinch hitter for him, whether it's Tauchman or someone else. He's standing out there right now, but we could definitely see a pinch hitter for him.
Squares again. Puts the bunt down. It's a good one. Vargas up with it. Throw to first in time. It'll be a sacrifice for PCA. To third goes Horner. To 2nd goes Swanson. And the Cubs with an opportunity here with 1 out and runners at 2nd and 3rd in a 1-1 ball game.
Just a good old school baseball play. The old sack bunt. Kevin, everyone believes in it anymore. But he makes a nice bunt. Vargas makes a nice play. Move the runners up 90 feet. And you have an opportunity to get the go-ahead run in if you're a Cub fan.
And now Ethan Katz out for a quick chat at the mound. Infield's going to come in with runners at 2nd and 3rd, and Miguel Amaya coming to the plate. What are you looking at if you're Miguel Amaya here?
Well, you got to look for a breaking ball. You got to try to get a breaking ball up and try to hit a. They're going to bring the infield in more than likely, the White Sox. You got to get a breaking ball up, and you got to try to get something you can get into the air. Now, if you get a ball in the air to left field, Andrew Benintendi, everyone runs on him. He doesn't have a great arm. Luis Robert has a better arm. Jokes doesn't have a great arm. So if you can just get a ball to either of the outfielders in the air, you're probably going to score the run.
Charging with the bunt attempt by Amaya. Trying to push home that go-ahead run from second, or from third rather, here in the 8th.
That was interesting. That was like almost it wasn't a full suicide squeeze, but it was interesting because Horner went early. The ball hadn't been bunted yet. If he pops that up, it's an easy double play for the White Sox.
Amaya swings away and fouls it straight back. But now advantage to Cool. It's 0-2.
You got to get a breaking ball up. If you're Amaya, you still have to trust that you're going to get a breaking ball.
Cool begging for a strikeout. The 0-2. Wide of the zone. Lee smothering that one. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes on Amaya. And a liner into left for a base hit. Horner will score. Swanson waved home. 2-run single. Miguel Amaya. And the Cubs take a 3-1 lead in the 8th.
And there it was, the hanging slider, Kevin. That's exactly what I talked about. You got to get a slider up. Well, this is it. Now, it's in a bad location, but that is a slider up in the zone. Miguel Amaya is ready for it. Hits this ball to left field, and I know bunting is not a thing, but right there, the bunt leads to 2 runs, and now the Cubs have a 2-run lead in the 8th inning.
And it started with an 0-2 count, and Amaya able to rally, get a pitch he could hit. And the Cubs have the 3-1 lead with Ian Happ at the plate.
Well, actually, it started with the leadoff walk. That's where this inning started. Leadoff walk to Nico Horner. Then Swanson with the swing and bunt. Pete Crow Armstrong, that guy right there with the sac bunt. And he was cheering harder than anybody for Amaya to get that done. Because when you get your bunt down, you're sacrificing yourself for the team. And then Amaya with the big hit.
And now Ian Happ up the middle. Nate Tomlinson playing a little limbo with it. The umpire at second as it's skirted by him, chasing Amaya to third.
It's like a changeup right there. Ian Happ smokes it up the middle on the umpire. Whoa! Been a little limbo action there.
And out comes Grady Sizemore, and Chad Kuhl leaves. Dominic Leone will enter for the White Sox, now trailing 3-1.
Why always the couch? Does he need to go to puppy school? Get his little puppy diploma? How much have I been spending on this little guy?
When your questions about life turn into questions about money, there's Erica, the virtual financial assistant to help you spend, save, and plan smarter. Only from Bank of America. What would you like the power to do?
This will be a gold mine of local intel, just you wait.
Right. So tell us about this corn festival.
Oh, you got your corn pudding, you got your corn chowder.
So is it safe around here?
Sometimes.
If a family of 8 were to need a cold plunge, where would they find it?
Oh, then they dip it in butter and bam, it goes right in.
Really cute vampire bar, like
The Reverend does like a blessing on the corn.
Donut shops. How far from here?
no eyebrows?
Think of how light it'll feel in the summer. We gotta run. 11,000 more neighborhoods to go.
Ding dong.
Homes.com.
No matter what kind of teeth you gotta brush, Oral-B Electric cleans better with one simple touch. Oral-B's dentist-inspired round brush head hugs them, cleans them, and gets in between them for 100% cleaner teeth. Your perfect clean starts with Oral-B.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of the Office of the Commissioner of Baseball and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without express written consent.
Enter Dominic Leone, who just came off the injured list on Monday after right elbow inflammation had him on since late May. And the first pitch is foul. Oh, Michael Busch didn't miss it by much down that first base line, just foul. And 0-1 the count on Michael Busch.
That ball's a foot to the left. That's 2 more runs for the Cubbies. Andrew Vaughn bounces off. This ball just hit by him and just foul. Almost another umpire smoked by a ball.
Seen some outstanding footwork in this inning from our umpires.
Yeah.
One ball, 1 strike.
I showed Dominic Leone's numbers. Again, 11 walks in 17 innings, I believe. It's just too many walks. And that was the thing for Justin Anderson. That was the thing for Chad Kuhl. Leadoff walk led to these 2 runs. Just cannot walk guys coming out of the bullpen.
Well, and you and I were talking about it during the break. That leadoff walk, then the swinging bunt from Swanson, and then the actual bunt, which is a lost art, it seems, in Major League Baseball. You still see it some of the college game, but that sacrifice bunt set the table for Amaya to be able to hit with the infield in.
It is. It's such a different feeling when you're a hitter and the infield's in, and all you got to do is get a ball in the air to the outfield, and you're going to score the run instead of going up there saying, I have to get a hit.
Time called. Still 1-2 on Michael Busch. So 1 ball, 2 strikes on Busch. Cubs in this inning, we talked about it all game long. Could they find the big hit with runners on base? They were 1 for 17 before this 8th inning, 3 for 3 with runners on in the 8th, and now a 3-1 lead.
Well, they've left so many guys on base, as we've already talked about. 10 guys left through 7 innings. The big hit by Amaya. Michael Busch has a chance here to really put this game almost out of reach for the White Sox if he figures out a way to drive in 1 or 2 more runs here.
One ball, 2 strikes. Busch broken back, scooped up by Sosa. He's going home, and the throw got him. You have to ask the question, though, AJ. Should he have tried the traditional 4-6-3 double play?
I don't know why he didn't turn 2. That's a dead double play. Yes, he's out at home, but that's a dead double play right there. That's a 1 hopper to your second baseman. Michael Busch doesn't run great. Yes, he gets Amaya at home, but man, he could have turned 2 right there.
So 2 down now, 2 on, and Leone's got to deal with Suzuki. Swing and a miss. Good sweeper from Leone for a first pitch strike. And a tough night for Suzuki, 0 for 4. Hitting .247 on the year with runners in scoring position. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Now that play might not come back and bite him here if Leone gets Suzuki out. But when Leon Sosa goes into the White Sox dugout, I'm hoping that one of the coaches like, hey, let's turn 2 on that ball and get us out of there and not have to face Suzuki, one of the hottest Cub hitters, in a big situation. He struggled tonight.
White Sox pitching has handled Suzuki well tonight. 0 for 4, everything in the air to the right side. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 on, 2 out, 2 in. Swing and a miss. He hung on behind the plate Suzuki out on strikes, and the White Sox out of the inning. But the Chicago Cubs have taken the lead over the Chicago White Sox, 3-1 in the
8th. Sorry, honey, it's a work thing.
Mine's also a work thing. I just need someone to cover my shift.
So is mine. Alan says your business vehicle is now covered with Progressive.
Protected 24/7, just like your home and auto.
Oh, that's great.
So dinner time's just phone time now?
Sorry. You know, I heard that ground turkey is the healthiest poultry.
You know what? Never mind. Just be on your phones.
Thank you.
You've got your Sunday obsession, and we got you. Now with Verizon, get NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube TV on us and get every out-of-market Sunday game. Plus $800 off Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6. Only on Verizon.
See you Sunday.
Another health insurance commercial, another aqua aerobics scene.
Yep, most health insurance companies see us all the same. Smiley seniors, golfing, hiking.
Don't forget antiquing.
That's why I chose Humana.
They see me, not a stereotypical senior.
I'm pre-diabetic, so I talked one-on-one with the Humana health educator who really helped me. Now I'm taking free cooking and meditation classes.
Not aqua aerobics.
Better care begins with listening.
Humana,
A more human way to health care.
Thanks.
What'd you get?
Oh, I got another double shot, double cream, double froth, double pump, double whip, double hot, double calf, double sleeve. Hey, did you know that Discover doubles your cash back at the end of the first year?
You are cut off.
You earn, we match.
Debbie.
Unlimited cashback match.
Subway's offering 20% off any sub, any size. Woo! 20% off subs is fun to say. 20% off subs are fun to eat. You'll love 20% off subs. The point is, any sub, any size. 20% off at Subway.
Tonight's telecast is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Protect the stuff you love with Renters Insurance. Two-run single for Miguel Amaya. The difference in this ball game right now. Cubs put 2 on the board in the 8th. White Sox have now been outscored 87-40 in the 8th inning this season as we start the bottom of the 8th. And 43 blown lead losses this season. They led 1-0 tonight, trying to avoid a 44th. They'll face Jorge Lopez, who's pitched 12 consecutive scoreless for the Cubs out of the pen. And a swing and a miss on that sinker.
Jorge Lopez has been really good since he's come over to the Cubs. You mentioned it. 10 straight scoreless appearances, and Craig Counsell's found a late inning guy that he can use in high leverage situations. They traded away Mark Leiter Jr., but they found Jorge Lopez.
Line to right, Suzuki is there. 1 out in the 8th. Another check-in with our LA studios and Mike Hill with a game break.
All right, Paul Skeens bringing his talents to LA to face the Dodgers. Gavin Lutz not giving him a good welcome. This double center field brings home Teoscar Hernandez. It's 1-0. That's where we stand in the third. Pirates trying to end a 5-game slide, Kevin and AJ.
Not a bad guy to have on the mound when you're trying to end a slide, Paul Skeens. But a tough team to face when you're trying to end a slide, the Dodgers.
Especially in Dodger Stadium.
Yep.
The Dodgers haven't been playing great either. When you look up, we showed the standings earlier of the National League wild card, but look at the NL West. Padres are right there in the rearview mirror in the Diamondbacks of the Dodgers.
Sheets fouls it away, 1-2. Mookie Betts about to come back to right field for the Dodgers. That'll certainly help.
He's going to play shortstop, they said.
Thought he was moving back to right.
Is he? I thought they said he was going to play shortstop, but if he plays right.
Little number on the left side. This will be a tough play, and Paredes will put it in his pocket. He was shading him over towards second base, and Sheets put it in a perfect spot. The infield hit, and the tying run comes to the plate in the 8th inning for the White Sox.
He was way over in the modified shift, and there is value, Kevin Kugler, in just putting the ball in play. And right there, down in the count, Gavin Sheets just puts the ball in play, puts it in a good spot, and gets a knock.
And now an opportunity for the White Sox against Jorge Lopez. Here's Miguel Vargas. Lopez missing high with the slider, 1-0.
Think about Miguel Vargas. About 3 weeks ago, he's sitting in L.A. thinking, man, we got a chance to go to the World Series, and he gets traded over to the White Sox. A little bit of shell shock when he put on the black and gray of the White Sox.
But as you mentioned earlier, really his first chance at real major league playing time.
Yeah, he's got to get to play every day. Chris Getz, I think, came out yesterday or today, and said, hey, he's our third baseman for the rest of the way. Let's see what he can do. So he's going to get consistent at bats. He knows that. That's really all you're looking for as a big league player is, hey, how can I get on the field and get consistent at bats to show my skills?
There's that three-way trade. Eric Fetty and Tommy Pham, the Cardinals. Kopech, Edmund, Gonzalez, Dodgers. Miguel Vargas leading the way for the White Sox return. Takes that one inside. Remember, Vargas was the opening day second baseman for the Dodgers last year. Played almost every day through the All-Star break, and then was sent down in early July, and didn't play the rest of the year. And then did the back and forth a little bit this year early with LA and Oklahoma City. And missed inside. And the walk to Vargas, and Lopez in a little trouble here in the 8th inning. 2 on and only 1 out. Play Ball is baseball's global youth initiative to highlight the fun and accessible ways to play our great game. To learn more, including how to find a league near you, go to playball.org and follow @playball on X, Facebook, and Instagram.
Well, what are the numbers of the White Sox when they're trailing after 6 innings? 0-57, and well, here's their chance to. Corey Lee can run into one or do something here to get that one. They can hold if they score and hold on, but 0-74 when they're trailing after 8 innings. So this is a big inning here for the White Sox.
Only 9 comeback wins all year. And that's any kind of a comeback as Lee waves and misses. Good slider from Lopez. And it's 0-2. Lee's had a good night. The lower third of the order has had a good night for the White Sox. A couple of hits for Lee. Jolk's a hit. Baldwin an RBI single. No balls, 2 strikes. Lopez missed low and away. Tried that slider on the outside corner and just could not coax a swing from Lee. The 1-2 on the ground, foul. You were talking about it, AJ. The White Sox woes win behind this season. 0-57 when trailing through 6. 0-68 after 7 and 0-74 after 8.
I don't know if those are all-time records, but they got to be close, right?
Just missed.
You would think that they could run into a 3-run homer here by Corey Lee or somebody down by 2 and win a game, steal a game.
Yeah, because we're not talking about, oh, you're down 5 or more and you don't rally. It's any deficit. Broken his bat.
No, he definitely broke his bat. That was all in the cocina, the kitchen right there. This is a sinker just running in. Oof.
Yeah, definitely broken. That one is not fixable.
No, I don't think the old carpenter nails they used to back in the day. They used to nail the bats back together. It's going to take a lot of tape to hold those two pieces together.
Duct tape won't even fix that, and it fixes everything. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Lopez got him to chase that curve, and there's 2 down in the 8th.
Jorge Lopez makes a pitch here, throws him this breaking ball. There we saw Corey Lee chase it twice. That's more of the curveball, like you said, Kevin. He'd thrown him some sliders. That one's more up to down. He gets a big second out.
So now a chance for Corey Julks, but 2 down in the inning. And Lopez fires a strike. If the Cubs take a lead to the 9th, it'll be interesting to see what they do. Hector Neris threw 20 pitches last night.
Yeah, but
he did have 5 days off before that.
I was going to say they had an off day before. They have an off day tomorrow. I know that 20 pitches is that big of a deal for a guy. Now, if you're talking 30 to 40, then he might need a day. But Hector Neris takes the ball his whole career every day.
Yeah. Wasn't really slated to be the closer this year. That was Adbert Alzolai's job, but struggled early, ended up hurt. He's now out for the rest of the year. Swing and a miss for Julks. And now 1-2 on the White Sox right fielder. Tying runs on base. The 1-2 swing and a miss. He got it. Lopez fans lead. Lopez fans Julks. And the Cubs lead 3-1 after 8.
There was a tree down in the woods, the prettiest tree that you ever did see. Now we all have roots, and roots help us grow. We water where we live, plant seeds here at home, grow jobs, grow skills, so what's good makes more factories, more farms, more goods on the roads. What we make together makes the whole world go. Oh, make the green grass grow all around, make the green grass grow all around.
At JP Morgan Chase, the investments we make help make businesses happen, that make jobs happen, that make communities happen. Together, we make momentum happen.
Yo, those are nice. Hold on 1 second.
Candace, what's up? I think my daughter's going pro at basketball.
She's 3.
Yeah, she's 3. What's your point?
I'll take those.
Wait, you're at Dick's? Could you pick up an agility ladder for my daughter?
1 second.
Candace.
Yo, Don, what are you doing?
Oh, you're at Dick's? Grab me that new Z&D hoodie.
Candace. Trent. Can you get me a red tracksuit? Okay. What else?
Pads, maybe the arm sleeve. Ace, you gotta see her. You got 2-a-days going right now.
Thank you.
So what you think's the next step?
Yeah. Hey, Patrick, let me call you back.
She hung up.
Oh, my goodness. This dude, I cannot.
At Papa John's, get an extra large New York style one-topping pizza for only $10.99. It's a mouth-watering, stretched thinner, made bigger, more for your money, extra large New York style one-topping pizza for only $10.99. Better get you some Papa John's.
This will be a gold mine of local income.
So tell us about this corn festival.
Oh, you got your corn pudding.
So is it safe around here?
Sometimes.
No eyebrows?
Think of how light it'll feel in the summer. We gotta run. 11,000 more neighborhoods to go.
Ding dong.
Homes.com.
Tough Men gives you healthier, smoother feeling skin to celebrate life's intense moments. Use Tough Men Body Wash with its 24-hour nourishing micro moisture. Enjoy healthier, smoother feeling skin all day with Tough Men Body Wash.
Next Saturday on Baseball Night in America, most of you will see Ohtani and the Dodgers visit St. Louis, while others will see a Midwestern showdown as the Guardians take on Milwaukee. It all starts next Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern, right here on Fox. Cody Bellinger leading things off against the 6th White Sox pitcher, Steven Wilson. 1 ball, no strikes on Bellinger. There's Wilson, 38th appearance of the year, 24 walks in 32 innings. It's been a common theme as Bellinger skies this one to right. Julks coming in, and he'll make the catch for out number 1. Well, this is the portion of the program where we offer a mea culpa. Dansby Swanson has had a big night. Not as big a night as his wife Mallory Swanson. We let AJ Pierzynski do one graphic tonight, and he puts the wrong picture up of Mallory Swanson.
Listen, as somebody that played with Dansby, I think I would be able to figure that out. But I understand that. Thank you to Jeff Herbert, my stats buddy on my phone.
One of many who have let you know.
And all the people on Twitter that I made the graphic, and therefore I made the mistake. So we apologize.
It was certainly nothing intentional.
No. But it was the Kevin Kugler announcer.
Don't rope me into this one. I could not build a graphic if I had to build a graphic.
I don't even know what building a graphic means. Okay.
We leave that up to the professionals. But tonight, there was a bug in the machine, and it just picked the wrong picture. Line. Oh, what a catch! Miguel Vargas plucks it at the hot corner, and Paredes is robbed by Vargas at third. 2 down.
Go. You saw Paredes pulling the ball. Imagine that. He does it almost every at bat. And Miguel Vargas snares this ball. Nice play.
Two down for Horner. In the air to right. Will it carry to Julks? He slides and he makes the catch. Corey Julks with a grab. Seeing some defense in this 9th inning from the White Sox. We saw it at third. We see it at right. White Sox need 2 in the bottom of the 9th to tie.
Whoa, Nelly. iPhone 15 with tons of storage. I really want one.
Yo, you've won 14 times on the LPGA Tour. Since when is one enough for you?
That is true.
Get your head out of the sand trap, switch to T-Mobile, and get 4 iPhone 15s on them. And 4 lines for just $25 a line. And you can save on every plan versus the other big guys.
Swing big at T-Mobile. Get 4 iPhone 15s on us and 4 lines for $25 a line.
4.
All yours.
How do you sleep at night?
On a mattress from Mattress Firm. A sleep expert made it easy to find the right one. Plus, they have a low price guarantee. So if I see it cheaper somewhere else, they'll match the price. So I sleep.
Get matched at Mattress Firm. Sleep at night.
You know, you only get one body. It might be the perfect size to do this. Your body may take up a lot of space, or have to speak with its hands. But no matter what body you're born with, you only get one. Let's fight like hell for it.
Yale's been busy today in Chicago. Great weather, the Air and Water Show. Plenty of places to go here in the Windy City as we move to the bottom of the 9th inning. And Hector Neris coming on, looking for save number 17 in his 21st save opportunity. 44th outing for Neris. 8-4 record with a 3.51 earned run average. Mentioned it earlier. He threw 20 pitches last night, getting his 16th save.
Well, Hector Neris is a fastball split guy. Really, those only 2 pitches. He tries to throw high fastballs, and he tries to throw the split off of it. He's pitched in big situations in the past, and he got the save last night, although he definitely walked the tightrope last night.
Got a bit of a delay, as during the mid-inning changeover, a fan came out onto the field, gave everybody a bit of a run. Just played keep away, and they're Looks like a second fan on the field, on the track in left center field, where imitation was perhaps not the sincerest form of flattery, because he didn't get very far.
I think he's hurt. He looks hurt, and I think they're going to have to bring the cart out to get him off the field.
Well, that's a pretty significant wall out there in center field. It's one thing when you see a big leaguer climb up the wall to try to make a catch. It's another thing as an average Joe to fall out of the stands. You land on a very hard track. Now they've got him up, and he is
it's going to take a minute.
Limping very gingerly with the help of many security guards to try to get him off the field.
This reminds me, we were in Kansas City one time playing, and a guy tried to jump on the field, and they had the old rubber warning track. Now here it's dirt. He landed, broke his leg. They had to bring the cart on and get him off because they couldn't pick him up. Like, this guy can't walk. They got to bring the cart on to get him off the field.
So here comes the cart with the medical attention to get the guy off the track, where he tried to go out and follow his buddy onto the field and run around, and instead he just hurt himself. Thursday night baseball's on FS1 as the reigning World Series champs welcome the Twins. Coverage begins at 7 Eastern on FS1 and the Fox Sports app. You plan all game to do something stupid, and then you really do something stupid.
Yes. Well, it's one way to stem the Cubs' momentum,
I guess.
Make Hector Neris stand out on the mound and think about it a little bit before he tries to close out this game.
Not sure a broken leg is worth stemming the momentum.
Oh man, this is just don't go on the field.
Yeah, there's just no reason to be out there, especially, and again, you're jumping from the stands over the wall in center field. It's further than you think.
And there's a little gap.
Yes, you've got to leap.
Yeah, especially here at Guaranteed Rate Field, where those people are. There's a probably a 2 to 3 foot gap between where they're sitting and the actual wall. So you got to jump over that also, and then land on the field. Please don't do it.
Many of you are fueled by many things. Most of them are not athleticism to make that jump. So we move on to the bottom of the ninth inning, and a 3-1 advantage for the Cubs. And now Hector Neris can commence the warm-up and finish the warm-up, as it'll be Brooks Baldwin, Lenine Sosa, and Luis Robert Jr. 9-1-2 in the lineup against Hector Neris. And Neris misses wide of the zone for ball one. Swing and a miss. Baldwin, who drove in the White Sox run tonight in the second inning with an RBI single, plating Miguel Vargas. He's also struck out and fouled out.
Baldwin got a hit off of Neris last night. It was his bunt, but he did see him last night.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Cubs going for their 3rd sweep in the Crosstown Classic. Did it in '98, did it in 2013. Baldwin on the ground to the right side, smothered by Bush. Throw to Neris, covering the bag, and Neris unable to get there. A juggle as he came across the bag, and Baldwin is safe. They're on the phone. Do they want to look at it?
Well, I thought he was safe because of the juggle. It was a great play by Bush. See, he doesn't catch it. He tries to bounce pass it to himself. Oh, he might have been out with the toe tap.
That toe drag may have been enough to get the out of Baldwin.
I'm just trying to figure out why Hector Neris wanted to bounce pass it to himself.
You don't get an assist.
Baldwin thinks he's out. He kind of shuts it down a little bit, but does his back toe touch the base when he picks it back up?
Watch here. He's got the
right
ball
there.
in his bare hand.
Is he on the base? Right there, it looks like he touches it.
I think he's on the base.
Wow. Now, New York has better angles than what we even do, but wow. No challenge. They didn't challenge. He's out. Right there. Oh, that's so, you got to challenge that if you're Craig Counsell. I don't know.
Second Cubs error of the night. And now the tying run at the plate. The error on Neris. In the air to center field. Pete Crow Armstrong on the run. He'll get to the track and make the catch. And there's out number one.
Just watch. Just watch his first step and watch how easy he makes this look. This is why Pete Crow Armstrong, the Cubs love him defensively. His first step, he's at full speed. And he gets there so easy, even takes a little peek at the wall.
Somebody threw a beer.
Well, I'm not sure if somebody didn't throw something at Pete Crow Armstrong when he was out there making the catch in center field.
This has been the longest ninth inning with all kinds of craziness.
Two fans, one of whom's for certain on the IL now. You've got a play at first base with a dribble to a pitcher covering the bag. You've got a center fielder making a catch and then somebody throwing something at him.
Well, I already said don't jump on the field. Don't throw things at players either, please.
Crosstown Classic ending with a flourish of activity. Swing and a miss by Luis Robert.
See, I would think this would be a good matchup for Luis Robert. Because Hector Neris, like I said, only throws two pitches. One a fastball up and then a split that goes straight down. He doesn't have the slider sweeper that has given Luis Robert so much trouble.
Robert quickly in the hole, 0-2. Nice catch off the net.
I'm still trying to figure out why the Cubs didn't challenge the first play.
The word that we're getting is that they took too long to challenge.
Oh, the old 20-second shot clock got him. That's why Craig Counsell was out arguing.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Because, again, the shots we had looked like he was out.
Yeah.
One ball, 2 strikes. 1 down, 1 on. The pitch to Robert. Did it go? No swing, says Larry Vanover to the crew chief at first.
I didn't think this one was close. This was similar to one earlier. Yeah, he didn't go. Again, I just think this would be a good matchup for Luis Robert because Neris has thrown him 4 splits out of 4 pitches, and it just goes straight up and down. There's no horizontal movement. I think he's a little afraid to throw him a heater.
Swing and a miss. That pitch way out of the zone. The splitter started out of the zone and it kept going. And Robert is out number 2.
Now this is just he swings at a bad pitch because this ball is never a strike. But that is over anxiousness. That's Luis Robert Jr. wanting to do something to help his team win, and that's just a bad pitch.
So now it comes down to Benintendi. First pitch swinging and a foul. Remember, Andrew Benintendi coming into play tonight has homered in 3 straight games. He's never homered in 4 straight. Robert was the last White Sox to do that last year. The last Sox to homer in 5 straight, by the way, was A.J. Pierzynski.
Sorry about it.
The 0-1 runner goes, check swing, and Benintendi fouls it off, 0-2. Cubs 3, White Sox 1. Sox down to their final strike. Neris looking for the save, his 17th of the year. Runner goes, swing and a miss. Benintendi out on strikes, and the Cubs win. And and the Cubs sweep the Crosstown Classic for the third time. A 3-1 win. The two-run single by Miguel Amaya in the eighth, the difference. And the Chicago Cubs continue their improved play, now just one game under 500 after their third season series sweep all time against the White Sox.
Well, pitchers duel, both pitching staffs pitched well. The Cubs with the big hit after the bunt by Pete Crow Armstrong. Miguel Amaya with the huge two-run hit to give the Cubs the lead. Great job by Justin Steele. Got off to a rough start, but then the Cubs bullpen coming in and just shutting the game down, and a bunch of nice plays on defense from the Cubs defense.
Chicago gets it done, a 3-1 win over the Chicago White Sox. Coming up next after the break, we'll send it back to the studio with Mike Hill for post-game coverage. Cubs win it 3-1 over the White Sox. They sweep the Crosstown Classic. For A.J. Przinsky and our entire Fox crew, I'm Kevin Kugler saying so long from the South Side. We head to our L.A. studio right after these messages.
Alvin Kamara leads the Saints.
Wow.
Against Brock Purdy and the 49ers.
Touchdown.
Preseason football, August 18th on Fox.
Let's play Bob's Dare to Compare. Sam and Chris are hunting for the perfect small space sofa. Both have pop-up sleepers and hidden storage, but my Playday has USB ports, built-in shelving, and a drop-down table with cup holders. Theirs is over $2,000, but how much is mine? Spin that wheel, Chris. All those features and my Playday is still just $7.99. See how much you can save when you dare to compare. In store or at mybobs.com.
She's always had it. Pure ambition. An unbridled self-confidence that most people only dream of. You see it driving her, empowering her. And in time, you see it fueling her future. Perhaps even helping her blaze a new trail. All she needs now is a way to make it happen. We are the Universities of Wisconsin. 13 universities. Unlimited opportunity.
To everyone out there who loves Culver's,
The feeling is mutual. Everything's made fresh.
everything. Everything.
It's our pleasure.
This is me and my happy place.
I wouldn't trade our Culver's for any other restaurant.
Culver's. We love our guests.
Love.
Love.
As much as our guests love us.
This is me and my happy place.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Weather is always changing. That's why the Fox 6 weather experts are always ready
to bring you the most accurate forecasts.
Powered by technology you won't find anywhere else.
Keeping you safe anytime, any place.
Because you matter.
This is the most dangerous stretch of beach in the world.
Let's go, go, go.
We work, we fight, we don't give up.
We lose people, but we save people too.
Breathe, just breathe.
Breathe, baby, breathe.
Rescue High Surf series premieres Sunday, September 22nd on Fox.
I have an army to build, a school to take over, and girls to blackmail.
And who are you?
He's Chuck Bass. How can anyone not love New York?
You're no one until you're talked about.
Gossip Girl, XOXO.
More Democrats, more independents, and more Republicans. Watch Fox News than any other news network. The Democratic National Convention on Fox News. America is watching. Are you?
Every Saturday, your game is on Fox.
I mean, just feast your eyes on this. Because if baseball is as American as apple pie, then Fox Saturday Baseball was one heck of a slice. And with these guys on the menu, all you gotta do is sit back, relax, and make some room for a big old helping. With a cherry on top. Come on, it's Saturday.
Mike Hill in our LA studios, wrapping up baseball night in America. You just watched the Cubs get their 8th win in their last 10 games, 4th in a row, knocking off the White Sox 3-1. The White Sox have now dropped 24 of their last 25 games. Elsewhere around Major League Baseball, Pirates and Dodgers, Paul schemes in his greatness at Dodger Stadium. 6-1, a 1.99 ERA this season, but Gavin Lux doesn't care. Gavin Lux has driven on all 3 runs so far. It's 3-0 right now. Dodgers top of the 5th. Phillies and D-backs. Tel Marte having an MVP season. Bobo. Deep solo shot. Watch the fan out there. Catches the ball, and then, I'm hot. Let me just, right here. Marte is hot as well, but he had to leave the game with an injury. No update yet. 4-1 right now, D-backs with the lead. Braves and Rockies. Braves trying to end a 6-game slide. Matt Olson doing his part. Grand opening, grand closing. 19th home run of the season. Braves take a 5-3 lead. It's tied at 5 now in the 5th until Marcell Ozuna comes through, reclaiming his time and reclaiming that lead. 35th of the year. Braves take a 6-5 lead. They go on, they're up 8-5 now, bottom of the 6th. Reds and Brewers, 8th inning, no score. Rhys Hoskins about to change that. Solo jack, 20th of the season, and that would be the only run of the game with only 5 hits total. Brewers win it 1-0. Cardinals and Royals battle with the Show Me State. Bobby Witt Jr. having an MVP-type season if he wasn't for Aaron Judge. And that's off the wall. You know he's got speed, too. He's going to get in there with a triple, leading the league in batting average this season, showing why. Royals win it 8-3. Guardians trying to end a 7-game slide. Taking on the Twins, it's Steven Hit the Quan. Leadoff home run against Simeon Woods Richardson is 12th of the year, and the Guardians get a much-needed win, 2-1. Orioles and the Rays. Orioles have owned the Rays this season. Jackson Holiday starting to come through. As advertised, his 5th home run since being recalled 10 games ago. Solo shot, 5th of the season. Orioles up 4-0. 7th inning, tied at 4 now. Ramon Urias, 2-run home run, 6th of the year. Orioles reclaim the lead. They're up 7-5 now, bottom of the 8th. Rangers and Yankees playing a double dip. Yankees took game 1. Game 2, though, belonged to Corey Seager and the boys. Got the Luke Weaver, 5 runs in that 6th inning. Seager's 25th of the season. Rangers win it 9-4 in game 2. Jazz Chisholm did have 2 home runs on the day. Astros and Red Sox, Yordan Alvarez owns Fenway Park, crushing it against the Red Sox. 2nd of the day, 24th of the year. Astros going to win this one 5-4. Hey, be sure to catch Baseball Night in America again next week. We love you. Most of you will see the Dodgers battling the Cardinals, while the others will see the Guardians and Brewers. Coverage begins at 7 Eastern. That's next Saturday on Fox. Enjoy the rest of your evening, everybody. We'll see you soon.